You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the Midday.
Back in the midday where we belong.
This is where we belong.
I don't like the morning.
Yeah,
that was rough.
That was rough. You know what? You should not call
early.
football games anymore in the middle of the day.
Dude, what do you want from me? I have an internship. I have to take advantage of it. This is what it comes with the territory.
Yeah, but we all suffer because of you.
Dude,
Get
I have
over
to
it.
wake up early, man.
Congratulations. You didn't get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese one morning.
One morning. Yeah, and you know, I did get bacon, egg, and cheese. I ate it late.
Well, that's your fault for getting a bacon, egg, and cheese. Nobody wants that. Disgusting.
It's better than your wrong Wendy's food, though.
You did get wrong Wendy's today.
It's better
right?
than that.
That's what
It's
happened.
better
Anyway,
than
Shame.
Yeah.
all right. Nothing. Guys, I haven't eaten today. I'm getting hungry. Where are we going?
He's hangry.
We're not there
We
yet.
showed up
We're
an hour
getting there.
early today when
Yeah,
we didn't
'cause
have to.
We're
'Cause
schmucks
we're idiots.
and didn't know that we were scheduled to do a table. It's for tomorrow. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're
Mazz-
wrong.
Besides the point, now you gotta know Mazz is hangry. He's gonna be a little angry today.
We don't mess up often, but when we do, it's pretty tragic.
You're gonna get Mad Mazz today, which is funny.
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
Get ready for
What's
that.
funnier,
today.
Mad Ant or Mad Maz?
Mad Maz.
Mazz.
I don't know. It's
Mad Maz Fury Road.
no, because whenever I get mad, I go a little ballistic, and you guys always laugh. 'Cause
That was-
I don't
but
know.
it's always
funny-
based upon me getting
Yo, Andy
cut
Dalton?
off.
It's funny when you get mad, though. It's
Yeah,
even
'cause
funnier when Maz
because
gets
I'm more of
mad.
the tempered, like the
Yeah, but you
chill
don't
tempered
throw
one.
things.
Maz just gets heated.
You don't throw things.
I almost broke his controller last night.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But
yeah.
after Tony
Dude, that
Parker,
game was
Tony Parker
broken.
dropped 40 on Maz
Dude,
last night in
he's
2K.
out here acting as if Tony Parker, Steph Curry, just pulling up
He
from
is.
10 foot behind. He don't do that. All right, I watched all of his career. He don't do that.
But he did that.
I wasn't
so-
mad about
But
the-
he did that too.
He did
And
that.
then the next game, Michael Jordan dropped 75 on me in 2K because I was
what I
playing
do.
as the Warriors who had no defense.
That's what I do. You know, I needed a bounce back game, and I wasn't losing that one. So
He was salty from the.
I'm
The
still
humiliation.
Tony
was
Parker
salty. I'm still
domination.
salty. Anyway.
Oh, are we playing
can
today?
Can we? Yeah, right after here. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Anyway, can we please?
All right, welcome back to Maz in the Midday. Anthony Cafone, Brandon Morazzo, Ben Giroux, Connor Cupid back at you. Ben, this
Yo.
might be the last time we see you again for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your fault with your bum
dude.
schedule. Like you didn't know we were switching to Mondays. Psh.
How am I supposed to know that?
You're the producer of this show.
Dude, since when? I edit and throw it up on YouTube, man.
That's good enough for
That's
me.
that's the producer.
That's literally good enough
That's
for
editor,
me.
bro.
That's more than we do.
Bro. That's editor.
You
All
should
right,
change your schedule right now.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get into some NFL talk because we got a special episode for you guys because we're gonna do a fancy
Are
mock
we
draft.
drafted?
A 4-round fantasy mock draft between here. All of us have picks. Ben, you have the.
Here,
Well,
I
let's
got you.
let's preface this by saying that our good friend JT Jerome Bethea.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
That's
Wow.
schmucky.
That's my roommate.
I call
man.
him
Schmucky.
everything, dude.
That's my roommate.
Jamie. You know, just anything with J.
Jarmander.
That's JT.
Man.
Jarmander.
Beans.
Beans.
What is it? I need to know that afterwards. That's the worst nickname ever came up. Anyway, JT assigned us random numbers, and here we are. Of course, yours truly with the first pick.
Of course.
I don't know how that. Listen, I didn't plan for that. I just said JT picked random numbers, and then the way we were sitting, that's how we were giving out the numbers, and he gave me number 1.
I have the 6th pick.
Yep.
Yep. I'm at 4.
Nine.
And Connor's at
Connor's
9.
at-
I'm at
9.
9.
What a bad pick.
That's not a
So
bad pick.
we're gonna do a 4-round mock. Everyone got to take at least. What are the rules stipulations we're gonna put on ourselves here?
Just draft.
Just
man.
draft.
I don't know, do we have to take quarterback in those 4 rounds?
No.
We just have to do running back, wide receivers, anything.
Just make it as good as possible.
All right. So
Take
that's
a
what we're gonna
defense
do.
kicker first.
But before we get into that, we
Take
have
two
some
at first
NFL
round.
news we gotta bust on through.
Hey.
Can I start
Yesterday,
with Schmuck of the Week?
you want to start with Stroke of the Week?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
Might as well get it out of the way. The Schmuck of the Week, even though we've had some much deliberation, could have been the Raiders for cutting multiple first-round
Yeah,
picks.
It's
Yeah.
5 in their past 3 years.
Yeah, they could have been them. Could have been John Gruden for saying that he's a good guy when clearly emails say otherwise. But I think it has to be the mascot for the Ravens tearing an ACL playing against little kids while in costume. What are you doing, guy? Why are you taking your job that serious? There's a reason why you're in the mascot suit and not playing on the field. Come on, you're not athletic. You're even more unathletic because you tore your ACL playing against little kids. What was it? One of those like
The halftime
halftime
shows where
little
the kids
things
go
where
on
the
the field.
kids go on the field.
I actually had
Awful.
done one of those when I was in Pee Wee.
Oh yeah.
I played on Giant Stadium when I was like 10.
Oh nice. My town didn't have money. We didn't.
No, actually, one of the kids in my town's dad was like the grandnephew of John Mara or something like that.
Oh, must be nice.
Kind of crazy.
Once again, my town didn't have money, so
Yeah, exactly.
we never did that. But yeah, I think I mean, fellas, can you think of anything more schmucky than tearing your ACL playing against little kids on a halftime show.
That's pretty schmucky. I'm not gonna
Missing
lie.
your own wedding.
And that's your mascot, dude.
What, missing your wedding? Maybe.
Missing your own wedding.
No, that's up there. That's why I called it the other week. You know?
Yeah.
But
That's definitely worse.
no, don't get me wrong. This is definitely not like
The schmuck of the year.
if this is not schmuck of the year. This is just schmuck of the week. You know. But
Yeah.
like we get the guy for the wedding is my number one guy right now. To be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
he's got to be up there. I got to go back and look at the episodes and compile the list again. But
Dude, we need to make a tier list.
oh, absolutely, we'll get to that at the end of the year.
Perfect.
You know what? December 18th is my birthday. Around that time, we'll do it. I think that's a good time.
So Poe is this week's schmuck of the week.
Yeah, he's not
Poe
winning
Poe
schmuck
the
of the year.
Raven.
Imagine if he tears his ACL again when he comes back. He might be up there. But it's not happening yet. Here we are.
He tore his ACL playing against little kids. Schmuck.
Yeah, that's bad. It's awful. Anyway,
All right, let's get back at some actual NFL news. Big news out of this week. Jimmy G, in a shock move,
That's-
re-signs with the 49ers to be the backup quarterback. He's going to be the highest paid backup quarterback ever.
6.5 mil.
$6.5 million for your backup quarterback, which kind of shows me that they don't have the trust in Trey Lance that have been showing all this preseason.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, San Francisco has no clue what they're doing.
No.
They have
They
no
didn't even
clue.
plan on
They
doing
have
it, yeah.
a solid team. They don't know who they want behind the snap. I don't think they trust in Trey Lance. You should have got rid of Garoppolo. You should have made something happen. I think multiple teams could have been looking for him. I don't know what we're doing here, but San Francisco giving that much for a guy who literally is not that good, cost you the playoffs last year, single-handedly went out of his way to cost that team the playoffs.
Where would
And
you
you
have-
resign him.
Where would you have sent him?
I don't know. I was thinking Cleveland,
I was
but
thinking
we know
New
what's going on with
Orleans.
the 11 games.
I was thinking New Orleans.
No, I think Winston's still not bad. I think the Giants should have been looking at him.
Oh, the Giants for sure.
I think Seattle should have been looking at
But
him.
why would San Francisco trade him to a division team? That's another thing you got to look at.
Yeah.
Because that's don't get me wrong, it's the best spot with Geno Smith being the starter. I'm sure Jimmy G could take Geno Smith, but why would they trade? Why would they give a division
not gonna
rival?
lie.
Why would they give their division rival a starting
Every
quarterback?
team
You know,
outside of Seattle has a pretty decent quarterback.
and that was what
Yeah.
I'm thinking about.
I think the Giants could have been looking at him.
The Falcons.
I think they should have
I think
been.
the Falcons just have Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota also.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Atlanta.
But that's the whole thing. Seattle's obviously the most quarterback needy team, and San Francisco wouldn't go willingly give their division rival a
But
starting
wasn't he a free
quarterback.
agent?
No.
No.
So they just restructured his contract?
Yeah,
That's
they restructured the
that's
deal.
crazy.
Yeah.
So they weren't going to willingly give Seattle a starter. So
No.
it makes sense to me.
We all know Mazz's feelings about Jimmy G.
He's awful.
He doesn't like him.
Dude, listen.
I think he's a solid mid-level starting
Yeah,
quarterback
solid
in this,
mid-level
in this
starting
league.
Yeah,
quarterback.
he's mid.
He will never.
I think he can be a starting quarterback. He should be a
course,
starting
yeah,
quarterback.
he should
I'm
be
not
a
saying
But
he
as a
can't be a
backup-
starting quarterback. I'm saying you're just never going to win anything with
The
him.
49ers now have a fallback option if this Trey Lance experiment doesn't go well. Midway through the year, you could plug in Jimmy G to start. He knows the system. He could be a solid number 2 and come in and do the job. But it just shows to me that they don't have the faith in Trey Lance that you thought they did.
I mean, listen, this is where we're at. I don't know. I think Trey Lance is going to be fine. I don't expect him to make that big of a splash this year, but I expect them moving forward with him. You know, so that's their guy. They've said it. This is our guy multiple times. You see where they took him in the draft? I mean, it makes sense. I just don't understand the benefit of paying that much money for a guy who's That's where we're at. That's it.
It's only $6 million.
I
Listen,
think
It's not a huge cap.
there are other
to be a
quarterbacks in
backup
this,
quarterback.
No, but say there are other quarterbacks in this league who are making $20 million, and they're probably worse than Jimmy G right now.
Yeah, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Trubisky made more than 6 last year. He
Oh,
made
whoa,
like
whoa,
8.
whoa. Trubisky is efficient, all right?
Yo.
I don't even believe that
Mitch.
myself. Mitch.
MVP.
But
Stop it.
listen, I don't mind the move. I just think you could get some trade value for him if you are San Francisco, but I'm not upset with them holding on because it's a fail safe just in case the Trey Lance experiment doesn't go the way they think it's going to go.
Listen, they had to see something. I'm not a fan of taking D1 AA guys, so, and that's what he is. Came out of where? Norfolk? Same
North
thing?
Dakota State.
North
North
Dakota
Dakota
State.
State.
I always say Norfolk. I
Wasn't
don't
that
know
where
why.
Carson
Where
Wentz
Carson
went?
Wentz
Yeah.
went to school, yeah.
Yeah. So, wait, he went to Norfolk or he went to
North
North
Dakota
North
State.
Dakota State.
Thought so. Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, look how well Carson's worked out, so.
I mean,
fine, but
it was really good at the start.
I mean, he did lose to the Jaguars and cost the Colts the playoffs.
Boom.
Also a champion.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
No,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he was
some
on the
bad-
He was
bench.
on crutches during that.
He was on the bench.
Come
Ronald
on, bro.
Acuna,
Nick
same
Foles
thing.
all day.
I understand.
Nicky.
Anyway, continue.
All right, so moving on to the next story for the NFL. Rookie running back Brian Robinson was shot in D.C. earlier this week, and he's going to be all right. They found that there was minor injuries, but he's going to miss some time. But it's sad because he was supposed to be the number 1 coming into this year.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson was going to take a back seat, be the number 2, but now you see this, and it's just tough because Brian Robinson had such a good future. He was running back at Alabama when Najee and Damian Harris were there. So he had to grind his way up to the top of the depth chart. Finally got his chance. Was great. Got drafted. Was going to be a number 1 running back in the NFL. And now it's going to have to take a kind of a detour for a little bit.
What is
But
with DC just not loving their athletes? Come on, dude. There's been multiple times now. I'm not making a joke of this. Like DC, like Sean. Everybody remembers Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
Years ago. It's just you would think being a RB1 in a city, like you wouldn't expect that to happen.
No.
Being a starting safety, you wouldn't expect that situation to happen. What is going on
Listen,
in DC?
it wouldn't happen to Zeke, It wouldn't
Definitely
happen
wouldn't happen to
happen to J.K. Dobbins, wouldn't happen to whoever the Dolphins number 1 is, wouldn't happen to Damian Harris. What's going on in DC?
I don't know. That's weird, man, and that's heartbreaking too because
Yeah.
I mean he's gonna be all right though, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
found it.
Thank God.
Stable condition.
Not
Yeah,
fatal,
he's good.
not fatal.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
out of the hospital like days later.
Unbelievable.
Rivera
He was
at,
literally just at the practice facility yesterday.
Ron Rivera was with him. He's just like, yeah, he looks great.
Is
It's
anything
lucky,
else
man.
gonna
It's
go
so
wrong
great.
for that organization? Come
Yes.
on now.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
like-
a lot of things that can.
We're just
go
waiting
wrong.
on the next one.
No, it's just one thing after another. Like, what is happening?
Well,
Listen,
who's
it
in
could have
charge
been
of
much
that
worse.
franchise, man.
Here's the
Schneider shouldn't be there. I've said this
Exactly.
for weeks.
Schneider.
Shan Snyder should not be there.
It could have been much worse. But
Yes.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
he's
Thankfully
still
it
with
wasn't.
us. He's doing all right.
He's gonna rehab.
They're
he's
gonna
come
fully
back
expect him
better.
back on the field soon. So let me.
Did they given a time frame or?
No,
Probably-
is he on the PUP?
I think he's in the PIP. He might not miss the whole year.
No, he should be back like halfway through the year. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't a big injury. It wasn't like a big wound.
Do we know where the location was?
We don't know.
No,
we don't know nothing yet. I mean, we'll hear more on that too. That's tragic though.
But yeah, thankfully he's still alive though, man. Hopefully it could be what the Commanders hope he can be.
Until then, they'll be rocking with Gibson, right? So
Yeah. And
I have no
Gibson
faith in
and
that team though.
McKissick.
Absolutely not.
I have
Nope.
faith in Chase Young. That's about it.
Yeah. Cameron Crowe's cool as well.
so moving on, Seahawks in the worst quarterback duel
Ever,
probably.
ever, completely ever.
You got Geno Smith.
The only
Or-
guy,
Drew Lock.
or Drew Lock. The only. I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but the only guy in the history of football who could be a starting quarterback and manage to get his jaw broken by a teammate. That's Geno Smith. That's the guy you want to rock with. That's the guy you want in your locker room. Congratulations, you
Or
proved
you could do
yourself.
Drew Lock, who with Denver wasn't much of anything. And now in the preseason he had like 2-3 interceptions a game.
Yeah.
Like,
Something like that.
What is going
It
on?
truly
here?
was a pathetic quarterback duel. And then you had Pete Carroll coming out and saying, most guys say if you have 2 quarterbacks, it's a shame because you don't have one. But I have 2 number ones.
No, you don't.
That's what he said.
No, you
I
don't.
have 2 number
You
ones.
have 2 number 3s.
Exactly.
You don't even got 2 number 2s. You got 2 number 3s. Congratulations. I strongly suggest them to look at Colin Kaepernick, all right?
They named Geno Smith the week 1 starter, which who knows how long that's going to be. What a debacle.
Do you have any faith in that organization?
I just think that the Seahawks are probably going to tank this year.
Are they the new Jaguars?
Nah.
I have faith in the Jaguars. What are you talking about?
No, like the Jaguars from past years, like
Nah.
continually.
I think they're
No
going to
win
look
re-
for
Seattle never
next
records.
year's quarterback draft is going to be
It's Bryce
loaded.
Young. It's Bryce Young.
Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
Ooh, okay.
So the Seahawks are getting one of them.
You would think.
Are they going to tank this year?
I don't know. I think Pete Carroll actually believes he's competing.
They compete every
With
year. They don't
DK
tank.
Metcalf and Noah Fant
And probably one of the
Kenneth
worst
Walker.
defenses in
Yeah.
football.
What's up?
And one of the worst defenses in football.
Oh, I'm not saying that they're going to do anything. I'm saying I
No,
think
that's what I'm
Pete
saying.
Carroll's delusional enough to be like, oh, no,
Yeah, I know.
we're going to actually try and win the division. We're going out there. We got Geno Smith. What's next? You gonna bring in Brock Osweiler? What are you doing?
Brock.
Wasn't Brock Osweiler on the Seahawks roster a few years
I
ago?
don't believe that.
I think he was.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know what they're doing. Seattle doesn't know what they're doing. They never knew what they're doing.
The only
they
thing that-
haven't known what they're doing in that organization since they haven't given Marshawn the ball on the one.
The only thing they really have going for them right now is the receiving core. That's it. DK, Tyler Lockett, and Fant. That's it.
Do you?
I mean, their running backs aren't terrible.
No, Carson's gone.
Kenneth Walker, Michigan State.
Yeah, but I like him.
There can be a worse running back room.
Is DJ Dallas still there?
He better be
I
still
think so.
there.
It could be Kenneth Walker and Rashad Penny.
Travis Homer.
I don't like Penny at all.
Travis
I'm
Homer.
not a Penny guy.
Penny hasn't shown me anything. He's been a first round pick for like what 5 years now.
Yeah.
Has
I
he
would
ever
say so.
has he ever eclipsed 600 yards? I don't think so.
Maybe once.
Like he's not going to do anything. Kenneth Walker, I'm high on. I liked him in college. Is he going to be able to run behind that Seahawks O line?
What line?
No one can run behind that Seahawks O-line.
What line? That's another thing too. It's
They
not
don't
only
have
do they
one.
have a bad quarterback situation, they have an even worse
Worse
line
O-line,
situation. All right, they don't have an elite running back. All right,
Their defense stinks.
their defense.
Outside of Quandre Diggs, they got no one.
Jamal Adams.
Blitz
Once
boy?
again,
Blitz boy?
Blitz boy.
Blitz boy.
once again, they have no one. But that's the thing. I mean, listen, outside they still got Lockett, right? So
Yeah.
Metcalf, Lockett. They got some
And they have
No
no
Fant.
Fant too.
no offense. I mean, like, listen, they got some nice receptions, but there's just nobody to get the ball to them. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even matter. I don't know.
Nah, Gino's got it.
Yeah, they're looking at a nice little fourth place finish in the NFC West this year.
Fellas, if you're
Guarantee they win
Seattle,
week
what
one.
are you doing? You looking to make a move?
I'm looking
Honestly,
to leave Seattle.
it's looking like
Great place to play. What are you talking about, Ben?
Great place to play. You don't have a quarterback. You
honestly.
don't have a defense.
But you're Seattle. If you're the Seahawks, not if you're playing in Seattle. They're not leaving. It's a great city, especially for football. It's a good sports city. What's the matter with you?
Honestly,
I'd
Mazz,
petition for a basketball team there.
Yeah,
Well, of
they
course.
need one,
Well, of
but like,
course.
what do you?
That's my first move of.
Stop it. Get some help.
yeah, I don't. I'm not pulling that
It's
up.
all
right
good. Go ahead.
now. Honestly, I don't know if Pete Carroll's here for the long run. The guy's almost like what 75.
I don't trust him.
He
Listen,
he's
this-
not going to be here for long. He's
Listen,
got. He's
I
got
would
to
trust
retire
him as an
eventually.
assistant.
He ruined one of the greatest dynasties of the modern era. All right, that Seahawks Legion of Boom.
That
all right,
defense was crazy.
They had
Cam Chancellor,
arguably
The
bro.
best secondary ever.
the best running back that we've seen. I'll tell you right now, I'm taking prime Marshawn over everybody right now.
Oh, right now.
Over right now.
I thought you meant in his generation because
No, no, no,
Adrian
no,
Peterson
no.
was the best running
No,
back
no,
of his
no.
generation.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying I'm taking him over everybody that's playing. Like, I'll
Derrick
give me
Henry?
Marshawn over Derrick Henry. Yes, absolutely.
I'd take JT
Jonathan Taylor.
because Marshawn Lynch couldn't catch passes. He was more of just a
He
downhill
was
runner.
downhill.
But that's all right. Look at the
I'd
impact
rather
that
a guy
he
who has
had, though.
flexibility.
I understand that, but for me, dude, I mean, come on. Beast mode, dude, that guy was running through defenses like it was nobody's business. Nobody had... You didn't even want to get in front of the guy because you never knew if you were just going to get run over, if he was just going to toss you to the side. He was an animal.
And the weird thing was, the reason why Seattle threw the ball on the 2-yard line in the Super Bowl. Well, my bad. In the big soup.
We got to talk to somebody about that. I think we're allowed to say it, but we'll have a conversation later.
No, but the reason why they ran Marshawn on the big soup was he wasn't a great goal line back.
I don't believe that's the reason.
No, there was like a rankings of like the guys who could score the best from the 2-yard line. He was in like the bottom half.
That's all right. You're on the 1-yard line. First and goal. He just got you down there.
Just at least try it twice.
You didn't at least try it once?
Or twice.
You didn't even try it once. This is what I fully believe, right? Because this is what came out from players that were in Seattle. All right? Sherman, specifically. There was beef between the defense and Wilson because Carroll used to coddle Wilson, like super coddle him, right? And they always said, like, we're the reason why we're winning. It's not like Wilson's definitely a good quarterback. He definitely helps us win.
Yeah,
but
if
we're
Russ,
the
Russ
best-
is not the quarterback of that 2013 team, they don't win.
fair. But if if the boom isn't there, they're not winning nothing.
They both
Yeah,
need each other
for sure.
It's a
It wasn't
team
like
effort, of
one-
course,
It,
yeah.
it wasn't like one guy was the staple of
But that's
everything.
what they were saying that like Carroll was making it out to be is that like they're nothing without Wilson. You know, you're telling me if you didn't put Aaron Rodgers there, they wouldn't win.
Oh, for sure.
All right, if you didn't put Tom Brady there, they wouldn't win.
But think about who the quarterback was of the Seahawks before Wilson. I think it was like Matt Flynn. Was it Matt
Tavares
Flynn?
Jackson, man.
No, you're right. I'm not saying that Wilson's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying I fully believe they didn't run the ball because Carroll wanted his golden boy to shine. And he wanted him to be the guy to win them the game because that's what he is. It's like
I don't think it was.
I
don't think it was a narrative-driven thing. It was just a game plan.
I think it was awful game plan. I think it was 100% an agenda to be like, oh yeah, my boy won us the game. Awful. That's just what I've
Seahawks
seen.
fans just out here catching strays right now.
Yo, it is what it is, you know. So I'm just telling you what their guys on defense said. All right, let's be honest. That situation is the reason why Marshawn went into retirement. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why he ended up with the Raiders a couple of seasons later.
Yeah,
you know,
fair.
Marshawn legitimately in the prime of his career said, "No, I'm not playing for this organization. I'll sit out the year just to come back for another team." It's not like he didn't want to play. He just didn't want to play for them.
And then he came back to Seattle in the end.
Does anybody think that was a good move?
Which one?
The pass play.
Oh, no.
No one ever thinks that.
I've heard people legitimately say, "Oh, if that play works, it's the best call ever." No, it's not. It's the worst call ever. Even if they make it, it is the dumbest thing you could have possibly done.
Well, you wouldn't think about it if they made it.
That's true. You wouldn't even
would
think
never
about
even
it that
about
way
it.
as a bad call because
I still would be yelling, "Why didn't you run the ball?"
No, you wouldn't.
Absolutely.
Actually, you're right. There are
If
some
it was
times.
successful,
Dude,
even
there's
if it-
times where there's plays where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, listen, that worked, but there's no way that should.
Yeah,
but you
One
wouldn't be
time-
talking about it still to this day.
I don't know.
You don't know. One time, Matt Barnes hit a half-court shot. They had a timeout, and he made it, and they won the game, right? But they
Yeah.
had a timeout. They could have gotten a play
yeah,
at
that was a dumb
half-court.
play. It's a dumb play.
He just made the shot, luckily, yeah. Like, if he missed the shot, obviously his teammates would have ripped him. Coach
Especially
would have ripped him.
basketball. How many times have you looked at somebody
A
making
shot,
a shot?
you go, no.
And you're like, dude, that is an awful shot.
It goes
awesome
in.
that he made it, but that is the worst shot selection I've ever seen in my life. There's 10 times
Dame.
better plays you could have went with. But
Dame, anytime Dame pulls up from half court to win a game,
completely fine with it.
you're like, what are you doing?
No, I'm completely fine with it. He deserves it, you know?
DeRozan had a game winner last year where I was like, what are you doing? And then he makes the shot. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Exactly.
So that's where we're at.
But they have the talent level that we don't.
Yeah,
There's certain guys, if I'll live with the shot.
Like Curry.
You know?
If
If
Curry
Curry
wants-
wants to pull up from half court to win a game, do your thing, bro. No
you miss
problem.
if you miss. You miss.
Russell Westbrook, if you want to drive for the last second, pass the ball. Just pass the ball.
AD, if you want to take the last shot,
Go
please
ahead.
protect your ankle.
No, go ahead. AD is. I'm completely fine with him
Don't
taking the last
move.
shot.
But I see what you mean. Yeah, that pass
But-
play, even if it gets converted, it's still like, why'd they pass?
I will never understand why they passed there.
Well, because they were trying to, they thought too hard about it. You know what I mean? Because obviously everyone's expecting run because they're on the 1 yard line, so they tried to outsmart the defense probably.
I mean, it's
Throw-
not like
throw
they
the
were
ball to the pass
stopping the
play.
run all night.
Exactly.
Marshawn literally got to the goal line.
Also, you got to remember the play a few plays earlier when Jermaine Kearse had that little like juggle play off his leg,
Yeah.
sort of. That got him from like the 50-yard line all the way down to like the 16.
Dude, all they had to do was just run a power right to the right side and just pound the ball in.
And Tom Brady would have one less.
He'd have 6.
I don't believe in Pete
Tom
Carroll.
Brady gets lucky.
Do you guys
Changed my mind.
Do you
He made a deal with somebody.
Do you guys believe in Pete Carroll as a coach anymore?
Anymore.
No, he's too old. And the coaches who can keep going at an older age,
They adapt.
yeah, like
He's
Bill.
not adapting.
Bill adapts. We'll see this year if he can handle all the responsibilities that he's
Dude,
putting
what
on
is he
himself.
doing?
but
but-
who are you replacing Pete Carroll with?
Insert any name here ever.
Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah,
Bieniemy?
why not? That's literally a
Yeah,
perfect.
fair.
How is this guy not a coach? Like a head coach? Like, what is something's got to be up? They got to know something that we don't know. There's no excuse for this guy not to be a head coach somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
And then probably Sean Payton. Or Sean Payton.
I would
Taking a
hate
year
it.
off.
Well, Sean Payton might be the Dolphins coach after Mike McDonald.
Stop
That's
it.
what I've been hearing.
Stop it. He needs to come to the boys.
You think Sean Payton's coming back next year?
I think he's coming. I fully believe Mike McCarthy's getting fired and the Cowboys are picking up Sean Payton. I have to believe. I have nothing else to hang on to.
You have nothing else?
There's
Mike, you
nothing
can hang
else.
on to Micah Parsons.
Yeah, because what's his name?
Tyron tore his
Tyron
hamstring.
Smith just.
Dude, we might
towards-
even lose the division now. I've been saying no way, no
And the
way.
Eagles are coming.
They might be now. Because I thought, here's my entire thought process with it, right? Dak's going to do his thing. CD's going to pop off. No problem. I thought Zeke was going to have a bounce back year. I can't believe that now. Because we have no line. And Dak's not going to have any protection. Zeke's not going to have any space to run.
Yeah, Connor Williams is gone. Tyron's hurt. Lyle Collins is gone.
Yeah, he's in Cincinnati.
So they have a whole Travis Frederick retired. Whole new offensive line this year.
Dude, it is so awful.
How did you feel about the Dallas roster cuts? Because the 53-man roster cut down was yesterday, I believe.
What's the matter, dude? All the guys that we
any
need are
notable
injured.
guys? Any notable guys from Dallas?
Getting cut?
Yeah. Do they have a linebacker?
I got to check, dude.
Miami let go of Sony Michel.
Well,
which
Marlon
kinda-
Mack got let go from Houston.
Oh,
But he's getting re-signed.
To the practice squad, though, right?
Yeah, is he? I thought he was just getting a better deal. Like
was he?
Team-friendly deal.
Oh, okay.
Cut some cap room.
I thought they put him
Like
to
a
the
He's,
handshake
practice
deal.
he's on the practice squad.
He is on the practice
Yeah.
squad.
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, Mack.
Marlon Mack is not worse than who the Texans have at running back right now.
What about former Bucks wide receiver Tyler Johnson just claimed off the waivers by the Texans?
You believe Brett
Texans aren't
Maher
doing
got
anything this
released?
Oh.
Who got released?
Brett Maher.
Oh, whoa. The Bears just claimed Alex Leatherwood.
Yeah. Dude, the Raiders, man. Raiders are
There they
such
go.
schmucks.
That's perfect for the Bears.
Dude,
they
the Raiders,
need that. They
the
need
Raiders
that.
in the last, was it 3 years now?
I've let go of their
All of their first-round picks.
five first-round picks in the
Leatherwood,
past 3 years.
Arnett.
Ruggs.
Ruggs was out of there. It was a terrible situation, but...
Well,
And then
yeah.
they didn't pick up Josh Jacobs' 5th year, right?
No, they didn't.
So where is he now?
I think he's on the franchise tag.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
Fellas, the biggest cut from Cowboys camp, Cooper Rush.
Oh.
no, Ben DiNucci.
Gucci DiNucci?
Gucci DiNucci.
I think he's still on the roster.
No, I thought
Dallas
he got cut.
got.
Did he?
Yeah,
Dallas
waived.
has one quarterback. It's just Dak.
It's just that.
There's no backup.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't see a
They gotta
backup.
sign somebody.
I don't see a backup, but let me check somewhere else because that can't be right. That can't be right.
I thought it was DiNucci, dude. I didn't see him get cut.
Let me.
Anyway, but yeah, dude, the Cowboys are
Now
just...
they have one quarterback.
They're
It's just
in-
Dak.
They're just in no man's land. There's nothing that they could possibly do.
Nothing they could possibly do.
What could they possibly do? They would...
They still have a top 10 defense. That can win you games.
Do you want to hear the O line right now?
And listen, Dak can improvise. He's not a terrible improviser.
I can't believe that they're gonna do anything special as long as Mike McCarthy is behind the calls.
Here's the O line right now.
Who's the offensive coordinator right now?
I believe in him.
It's Kellen Moore.
Yeah, I
Kellen
believe in Moore.
Yeah, more. He could be the next head coach of the Seahawks.
Oh,
That's
That'd be
another good candidate.
I-
But
Dallas is lucky they kept Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore. Both of them might be gone. Who knows? If they have one good season,
and then Sean Payton comes in and reforms that entire team.
I'd be okay with it.
would you feel like? Do you think the whole Cowboys coaching staff is gone after this season?
No, I honestly,
coordinator,
I don't
defensive
know
coordinator,
why
head
I
coach?
could legitimately just see the Seahawks just picking up Quinn and just not touching Moore. Because
Well,
that's just a Seahawks thing
Would
to
they
do.
prefer a defensive-minded head coach or an offensive-minded head coach?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing.
Seahawks just seem like they want a defensive-minded head coach.
What do you guys think that works?
A defensive-minded head coach?
Yeah.
Keep talking.
You know, so I don't know. I feel like I don't like defensive-minded head. Belichick. Would you say Belichick's a defensive-minded head coach?
I would say so.
He's the one that works. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but he's also the god of football. So it's,
Yeah, so it's not.
I
yeah.
feel like everybody else. Look, Rex Ryan, good
I
defensive
don't think
coordinator.
I don't think Belichick creates a good passing scheme,
Yeah.
but he's a good running back, like a running
I'm so
offensive minded coach.
I'm starting to get
All good,
All
no
good.
problem.
A little bit of technical difficulties with the lights.
But you
But,
think about coaches that win, like Bruce Arians, Andy Reid, or the recent ones I'm trying to think of. They all seem like offensive-minded guys.
Definitely.
Aside from Belichick,
Matt LaFleur
genuinely.
is.
Definitely.
Matt
What would you
LaFleur,
say?
McVay,
McVay.
Definitely.
What would you say Doug Peterson is?
defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Honestly, I
yelling.
feel like he's more of a balanced coach.
Tomlin's a balanced guy.
Yes.
No, Mike Tomlin?
Yeah.
Definitely a defensive guy.
No, he leans a little bit more on defense, but he's still
He's
a balanced
definitely
coach.
a defensive guy.
Yeah, so at least Tomlin's successful.
Cowboys O-line. So Zach Martin's there.
Thankfully.
Josh Ball's the left tackle.
Who?
Exactly.
Connor
Exactly.
McGovern's left guard.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Biotish is the center.
Oh,
Who?
dude, Frederick not being there hurts so bad.
And Terrence Steele's the right tackle.
I mean, Steele's not a bad guy. He's a solid right tackle.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. We could have had we had so much better options last season and did nothing. We did absolutely nothing. The roster got worse. We're in a worse position. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Philly's gonna win the division.
Yes.
He
He
finally
jumped ship.
admits it.
He jumped ship.
Finally admits it. All right,
I hope I'm wrong.
one last story before we get to our mock draft. Lamar Jackson contract negotiations are not looking good.
Dude, he's out.
He's on Twitter. He was on Twitter the last few nights. He liked the picture of himself in a Dolphins jersey.
Oh.
Have I not been saying this?
I mean, I wasn't disagreeing with you.
I know you
It's
were.
not looking great.
Oh no.
And also, he replied to a
you
tweet.
saying, "Oh no, you're a Dolphins fan. You should be loving this." Tua is garbage.
Tua turned the ball over.
Garbage.
Also, Lamar also tweeted or replied to a tweet that said that the Ravens offered him more than Kyler, and he goes, "No, they didn't."
Oh.
Now
So
I'm thinking.
I don't know. Like the Ravens.
Who do you believe though?
I don't. I believe Lamar.
I would believe Lamar.
I believe Lamar. Do you think the front office is very truthful about what they're offering him?
Definitely not.
I feel like Lamar is the one who's in the truth right now.
I don't think they love Lamar that much. I think
I think they
completely fine with him
do.
leaving.
The Ravens are just cheap. They're cheap.
I mean, they're doing nothing to help him out. The guy can't even get a good wide receiver.
Here's the thing with the Ravens that I've always noticed. They're great at finding and developing talent, but Lamar Jackson's a once-in-a-generation quarterback, and you have to do everything you can to keep him. And if they don't do that and they let Lamar walk, honestly, that's a failure.
Listen, I've been pretty critical of Lamar, but
I just want to
you
say.
definitely have to do everything in your power to keep him.
Because you're not going to...
Who are you going to get?
You're not going to draft another Lamar Jackson. You're not going to. You can't.
Our draft
He's one
is
of a kind.
messed up right now.
Why?
There's no bots. It's only just us four.
I love it.
Yeah,
ESPN wouldn't let us draft.
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Little problem with the ESPN mock draft.
Hey, but you know what? That means we can draft even more.
So I have picks 4 and 5.
I love it.
That means we can. Hey, man.
We're
that
gonna have
means
a
we can
super
go past
teams.
round 4.
We're gonna have straight super teams here.
This is going to be possibly the
most-
worst draft of all time.
We're
Hey,
gonna
but
have.
you know what? Your team is going to be loaded.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just deciding whether I want to go RB1 or wide receiver 1. That's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, whichever one you choose, I'll just go the opposite. You know.
Yeah, I'm just looking at everything.
Hey, I mean, you have
wide
2 minutes and
receiver
20
one, dude.
seconds to think about your pick.
Hey,
there,
I'm
buddy.
just saying the big papas are on the clock. You know what
All
I'm
right.
He's
saying?
thinking
Before
about
we
it.
start our draft, though, what is... I know you think Lamar's leaving.
Gone. Absolutely gone. I think Miami's claiming
But,
him.
but the Ravens...
Is Tua's contract up at the same time?
No, so this is his 3rd season. He'll have his 4th, and then he's
Thank you.
done, unless he declines his player option.
Go ahead, Ant.
The Ravens have Lamar on the franchise tag this year, and they can put him on the franchise tag next year. So the Ravens at least have 2 more years of Lamar.
Dude,
I
hate
don't
the
think they're getting the
franchise
deal
tag.
done. I think if that's fine if they
And once the
franchise
season
tag-
starts, the deal's over. Like they can't negotiate once the
Yeah,
season
no, it's
starts.
not
He's already
happening.
said that.
I hate the 2nd-year franchise tag. I think you should be able to do it once, but not a second.
I agree.
I'm with you.
And that tampers the relations. Why would you want to do that to your quarterback who you're having contract
But
negotiations
he's getting.
with?
But you guys got to remember that franchise tag years, they get paid.
They get paid,
for the
that's
one
true.
season, but they get paid.
All right, yeah. Now I have no sympathy.
No, but
I have no
so-
sympathy to your plight, bro. You're
No,
getting
but-
paid a boatload of money for playing one more season with the team that you don't want to play for. Deal with it.
No, but here's the one thing. It could hurt. Let's say you have a bad season in your franchise tag
Yeah,
year,
it absolutely could.
and
mess
then
up your-
you don't get the contract
Messes
extension
up
you
the
want,
next
and you're a
contract.
year older also. Like maybe not for Lamar, but for Allen
Yeah,
Robinson,
you
I
missed
felt
out on
really
a few
bad.
dollars, but at least you're getting a good paycheck.
No,
for
but
while you're there.
here's the thing. Imagine this, right? God forbid Lamar Jackson plays on that 2nd-year franchise deal, tears the ACL. That's affecting the money next year, especially because he's, unlike some other quarterbacks, he heavily relies on the athleticism.
Yep.
We're under a minute here for the draft.
We are under a minute here.
I got
for
4 and
Under a
5.
So let's look at the rankings here before we get into this draft. Who has the picks here, Ben?
All right,
Of course,
so
we're
Mazz
here.
Mazz is first. I'm second. Ant, you're third. Connor's rounding out the horn at 4.
All right, let's go over our team names before we do anything. Mazz,
The Miami Big Papas.
the Miami Big Papas. Ben,
The Albuquerque Saul Goodmans.
Connor.
I'm the Max Green Shalats.
Shout out, Max.
Shout out to
Shout
our
out,
friend
Max.
Max Greenblatt. And I am the Colorado Costanzas. All you Seinfeld
Let me
fans
just
out
tell
there.
you guys that Ant absolutely has the best name in this draft.
All right, you
7
got 5
seconds.
seconds. 5 seconds
Oh,
now, buddy.
Wait,
So Maz gets
4,
the first pick,
3,
and Maz
2.
Mazz is on the clock.
1.
30 seconds to take a pick.
Oh.
You heard Connor doesn't have his phone on silent, as usual.
Shocker.
That's
Fellas,
perfect.
We had to go with wide receiver 1. I mean, the acquisition of Allen Robinson's going to open up everything for him. I think I'm afraid of Taylor getting run into the ground. Definitely rocking with Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver.
I'll take Jonathan Taylor
And,
off your hands.
And I'm taking Eckler because I am not touching Christian McCaffrey.
Absolutely
ever.
not.
Never touching Christian McCaffrey.
This is great, bro.
So picks 1.
Derrick Henry.
All right, so picks 1 through 4. What do we got now? So it was
Picks 1
Cooper
through
Kupp,
4. It was
Jonathan
Kupp, Taylor,
Connor,
Eckler,
make a move.
I was
Henry.
waiting for them to say this.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
So,
this is great,
Connor,
bro.
let's go,
Derrick
buddy.
Henry, Najee Harris. This is fantastic.
all right. You took Najee.
Derrick Henry, Najee Harris.
All right,
Okay.
I already have 2. I already have my running back. I'm taking Jamar because I think he's having a better year than Jettis.
Ooh. Well, then by that, I'll just, take Jettas.
Okay. Oh, apparently I am not on
On silent either.
Oh, no,
go!
I am. It just came all the way through. That's insane.
No, because the sound effects
So
are all
now-
over the
Fellas, this is going to be a little insane. I mean, you might as well get the... You got to go with Adams, right? You got to go. You need two...
Devontae
best
is
wide receivers.
easily the 3rd best receiver in fantasy this year.
Oh, man. So here's the thing. Nobody wants to touch him.
You're going to take him.
I might have to.
I mean, 3rd round's not a bad option
No,
for
it's not.
McCaffrey.
So, I mean, he wouldn't fall. There's 4 of us. There's 4
There's
of us.
4 of
There's
us.
4
This
of
is
us.
the
So is
most
he a
loaded
third?
teams ever.
Is he a 3rd round pick in 4-man draft? He takes him. Wow.
I had to.
McCaffrey with the first pick of the 3rd round.
Dude, I got the 3 best wide receivers in football right
Albuquerque
now.
saw good. Take Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel, 2nd pick of the 3rd round. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I'm steering clear of Kamara.
I don't want Kamara either, but I will take Dalvin Cook.
Ooh. Interesting. I'd like it.
I do like Dalvin Cook with that pick. He's better than Kamara. 'Cause
You
I don't-
guys watch this. Ready?
what do you got?
Tyreek Hill.
Of course. Miami
Cheers
Stan. Connor
I
Cupid takes
fully
Tyreek
expected
Hill.
him to take Tua.
Now,
Waiting for that.
I was waiting for the Tua pick.
and let's go with this.
You got to scroll all the way down. Oh, I was
He
about
took
to say.
Mixon.
I was about to say you're going to scroll all the way down for Jalen
All right,
Waddle.
so I'm going to take a receiver here. Do I want Diggs or do I want CeeDee Lamb? That's the question.
It's a tough question.
Honestly, I'm taking Diggs because I think Josh Allen's going to have an MVP year.
I'm with you.
And Diggs is going to be his number one option.
D
Swift.
Oh,
Swift.
did this really just fall to me right now? Well,
Kamara?
fellas, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, you have back to back, so you can take.
I do have
whoever
back
you
to
want.
back, so I think you gotta take the risk on Kamara. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Matt's
know his
just
legal
saying-
troubles.
He's
taking
not
all the
getting
falling
suspended
guys.
the year. I don't know how he's not, but he's not. There's video proof of them jumping the guy, and he's not getting suspended. Where other people have been suspended when there's not as hard as
Hey, buddy.
evidence. Well, I know I'm
You have
still on the
10
line. I know.
seconds.
I got 10 seconds. Give me a
Alright.
second.
Who's he taking? Who's he
Took
taking?
the tight end, number 1.
Travis
Okay.
Kelce.
Best tight end in the game.
Hey, but you know what? I'll take the second
I
best
hate
tight
you. I
end
was
in
going
the
to take
game.
Mark Andrews with my next pick.
I know you were.
I knew you were too.
That
So
was-
right now,
a
I'm
good
looking
one.
at my team.
Thanks, man.
I got Eckler, Cook, Jamar Chase, and Stephon Diggs. Right now, the top available guys are CeeDee Lamb, Fournette, and Javonte Williams.
Take George Pickens.
I do love George Pickens, but I'm not going to take him because I
Whack.
am taking Javonte Williams.
That's a shame.
I
All
love
right,
Javonte
so
Williams. And Leonard Fournette is a big fat man now.
CeeDee Lamb.
That's
CeeDee
a good
Lamb.
pick.
CD, okay.
Now, let's see what I do next.
Fellas.
What do you do next?
Josh Allen.
Fellas.
He took a quarterback right now. I love it.
Josh Allen.
Honestly,
I think he's going to be the
Alright.
MVP.
I'm taking Kyle Pitts.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think he's going to be he's a receiver and or a tight end in a receiver's body, bro.
I'm gonna reach just the tiniest bit and take Aaron Jones. Just the tiniest little bit.
That was interesting
I
right
think my
there.
next pick, I'm going to have to go receiver, but next up is Mazz.
You know, I was thinking about a running back here, but like I really don't love the two that are at the top of the board, so I think I can wait here. So,
Fournette and James Conner.
We took Mike Evans there.
All right. Who else?
And I think we're going to go with the guy who I think the Giants are going to run into the absolute ground.
Say
No way.
Quan.
No.
He's not playing more than 5 games, bro.
No, dude, it's going to happen.
He's the Anthony Davis of football.
Anthony Davis is going to have a bounce back here, all right? Saquon's not. Yeah, going with the safe one.
You're going with the fat man?
Fournette.
Fat
Leonard
man
Fournette?
Fournette. You didn't leave
Fat
him
man
alone, bro, all right?
Fournette.
That's my fellow fat man right there. We do
Keenan
this.
Allen off the
No, I
board.
was- what is with this kid and taking all of my picks? Takes Keenan Allen.
It's a good pick, man.
It's a
T.
good pick.
Higgins, not a bad option at wide receiver 3. Actually,
Justin
really good
Herbert's gonna have a
option.
big year.
How many rounds do we have here?
16.
We'll go all the way.
16
We're
rounds.
going all the way. We're going all the way.
This is flying right now. There's only
Yeah.
4 picks.
I'm taking T.
T. Higgins.
Dude,
Hey,
we're
make sure
already-
you take a defense and a quarterback.
We're about to be
obviously.
in round 8, and it's
All right,
been 5 minutes.
boys. Let's go with George Kittle.
I like that pick. I think Kittle's gonna have a nice bounce back year.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see how this
And
ends
Max
up.
would have won a Kittle there too.
And my pick. This is. Ooh.
Today, Junior.
Sorry. All right.
Come on.
Hey, listen. I have 30 seconds.
Any day now.
I get to use my 30 seconds up.
Come on, squirrel. I thought you'd be so like anticipated to take a pick here.
7, 6.
Imagine you
Last
just auto
second.
picks.
5,
Auto picks.
4,
3.
3.
A.J.
2.
Brown.
That's what we waited for.
Really?
A guy who's coming off an injury. That's what we waited for.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking Patty.
All right.
Mahomes.
Mahomes
All
season.
right. All right.
I liked it. I liked it. It was a good pick.
Yeah, Mahomes this late, man. Come
I
on.
mean, he's fallen this far. I might as well.
James Conner.
DJ Moore.
DJ
That's
Moore's
gonna be
not
my
a
auto
bad
pick.
player. He's not a bad player.
That would be my auto pick. Connor. Ooh, James, I don't like that one bit. You know what, dude? This is gonna sound insane, but I really think he's that good of a running back, even though they're not gonna really have an offense or anything. We're going Chubb.
Okay.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad. I do like Chubb. Chubb's the only problem with him in PPR leagues is he doesn't get receptions.
Yeah, you're right. And
He's more just a runner. And what do you got in here, man?
wow, the way that they really are selling my guy right now. Just because of the weapons around him, we need a quarterback, right?
Herbert.
Herbert.
All right.
right,
And you got the Herbert and Allen. No, he has Allen.
Yes.
All right, I thought you had. All right.
Ooh. Okay.
I would go for Mike Williams.
I'm just saying, my team on paper is dicing y'all right now.
Whoa. I mean, we all have pretty stacked teams because
I'm
of
just
the
saying,
14
if we
league.
had an actual game, my team is dicing y'all right now.
Ooh, dude, this is. You
Do
know
we
what?
have kickers in this draft?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I thought we said we weren't doing kickers.
Terry McLaurin.
No, we never said
What?
that ever.
Who
I,
said that?
I suggested it, and nobody
You
said
didn't
anything.
say anything.
I said it out on the table, Benjamin. All right, don't start with me with your Tony Parker crap.
Come on.
Still
I'm in the middle of my
salty
pick,
that-
and then yeah, maybe you go all the way to the
I'm
dump
sorry.
button.
Still
dude.
salty that Tony
The
Parker
Costanzas
dropped
are up.
40 on you.
All right, I'm
Still
gonna take
salty.
a nice little Michael
Oh,
Pittman.
hey, Jermaine.
Little Michael Pittman.
Hey,
Did
JJ.
Jermaine just join?
Jermaine.
Jermaine is here.
Jermaine? Bethia?
Yo, Saquon
Hey.
Barkley RB4. Saquon
JT,
Barkley RB4.
I've been calling you every name but your actual name.
He called you Jerome earlier.
I called you Jerome earlier.
DJ Moore, wide receiver 4.
This is why I stick
Boom.
to JT.
This is why
My
I
guy.
stick to JT.
All right,
Hey,
who am I getting?
Ant, that's our roommate right
That's
there.
our
bro.
roommate right there. But wow, I might have
I
to
think you go Waddle.
nah, I gotta take a running back here.
Cam Akers is back from an
And
injury.
I am a huge Brees Hall guy.
I love that pick right
I
there.
love Brees Hall, bro.
I love that pick right there.
I'm just gonna take whoever's falling, bro. I'll take
Cam
Cam
Akers.
Akers. I'll
Cam
take
Akers. Come on, he's coming off an ACL injury, bro.
That's all right,
It's
fellas.
fine. He's getting a lot of big reps at
I
practice.
have to believe in the bounce back year. We taking Zeke.
Ooh.
Okay.
And since we are this late, and I already have stacked everywhere,
You going another quarterback?
no, we're going with the
Oh no. Oh
Bills
my
D.
God.
took the Bills defense. That's what we needed right there.
Crazy. You crazy man.
Yeah.
We need.
Yeah.
I had to take the first defense off the board. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I think I have to go quarterback here.
Who do you don't have a quarterback yet?
No.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Rodgers is still available.
There's Lamar, Kyler. It's Jalen Hurts season.
That's crazy.
It is Jalen
you
Hurts
took
season.
Jalen Hurts
That's crazy.
over
It's
Lamar
Jalen
Jackson.
Hurts
You
season.
know who I'm taking?
You're insane.
It's Jalen Hurts season.
The MVP of the NFL this year, J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh.
Okay, what's more blasphemous, me taking Jalen Hurts or J.K. Dobbins as the MVP?
I mean, he's a Ravens fan, and the fact that you literally had Aaron Rodgers on the board.
He's still gonna be
The,
there.
the two-time
There's
reigning
still
MVP.
going to be a ton of
RB5?
quarterbacks there.
When
Connor.
David Montgomery's your RB5, you know the draft is only 4 players. And wide receiver 5, Dolphins homer. Let's go Jalen Waddle.
Dolphins homer.
Let's go Jalen Waddle, wide
Back to
receiver
Ant.
5.
I need to grab one more receiver. So I gotta see who I can take here. I do like Deontay Johnson, but I'm a huge Brandon Cooks guy. Brandon Cooks is consistent every year.
You know what, Mazz? Just for you.
Who you taking?
Just
Rodgers?
for you.
Aaron Rodgers.
He took Aaron Rodgers.
Just for you.
That is crazy.
Fellas, you're gonna call me nuts here, but I'm going kicker, and I thought about going with the GOAT.
Why are you drafting like
Yo,
kickers
why-
and defense
everybody
so
How
high?
do we need it?
No, you
But
don't.
take it later.
Fellas, I already have elite everything. All right, I'm getting my starting lineup
Okay.
set, and we're
Hurry
going with
up.
McPherson because they're gonna score more points this year as an offense.
It's your pick again.
It's a back-to-back.
Yeah, it's
All of his
Come
were back
on,
to
I thought I already
come
made one.
on.
Oh God, I hate being the old man on this show.
the old man.
Yeah, this is hard, guys. Oh yeah, that's the pick right there.
Travis Etienne,
Should have gone Darnell Mooney.
Travis
No, no,
Etienne.
no.
James Robinson's better.
Mike Williams.
He's not gonna be starting.
And I'm taking the MVP runner-up, Lamar Jackson.
Ooh,
I sound like Jordan John Louis right now.
Shout out Big J.
Shout out, Big J.
And I'm taking the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Not bad.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
literally
Not
gonna be my next
bad,
draft
not
pick.
bad.
And my backup tight end, Darren Waller.
That's nice. That is nice. My backup tight end, Zach Ertz.
Hey, Ant, say it with me real quick. My backup tight end, Chicka,
Boom, boom.
boom, boom. TJ Hawkinsocks.
Love that.
TJ
All right,
Hawkins.
I need a defense and a
Hawkinsocks.
kicker now. That's all I need.
Yeah,
Defense
there we
kicker.
are. Fellas, this one's kind of rough. With everything that's left, I definitely need a backup tight end. But I think we just want to get a little more strength at our wide receiver position.
Deontay Johnson.
We had to go Deontay
Okay.
Johnson there.
Okay.
You
And,
were just hating on Deontay Johnson earlier.
I was, but I got him this late.
He's solid, bro.
Dude, already took him in like the 5th.
Yeah. I mean, in a 10-person league,
I know.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and I just took him
It's a
in.
4-person league. right
Exactly,
now.
and I just took him in the 15th.
You took him in the 14th.
You know, so get at me.
Technically, this is kind of like a 4-round mock draft. If you know.
Kind of, yeah.
Dalton Schultz. That's
Okay.
it. That's a draft. That's our draft right there. That's a wrap.
All right,
Buccaneers
I
D.
I need a defense here. I like pretty much all these Ds here, but
Come on, who are you going with?
just give me a moment.
Well, at least keep on talking. We can't have
Today,
no dead
Junior.
air.
Ravens
Today,
defense,
Junior.
Casey.
The Ravens defense, yes, as everybody just tears
All right.
their ACLs in non-contact practices
Yeah,
again.
Hopefully
Justin-
they'll have corners.
Justin Tucker for me, because you got to take the best kicker in the league.
Did you not take a kicker?
Money
No, I'm taking that
McPherson
now.
just won.
Oh.
And now a defense. Let's see where my defense. Let's go with the Saints defense.
All right, not bad. And my last kicker, I can go Butker, I can go Folk, but I'm going Daniel Carlson.
Yeah, I'll take Butker off your hands, though, buddy.
I think I need a backup QB.
Here it comes.
Backup QB.
What's your backup quarterback?
I mean, we have to go with our guy. You know what
Dak?
I'm saying? We had to take
Of
that.
course.
Dakota.
Dakota.
Last
All right,
pick in
so
the
let's
draft
view
again.
our teams here. Our draft is over. The 4-man draft, which we didn't really want because we wanted to do a 10-man draft, but it's not looking like that.
I mean, it's
ESPN.
All right,
Schmuck of
first,
the
Mazz
hour.
had the number 1 overall pick, so let's go through his team. He has Herbert as his starting quarterback,
Sweet.
Christian McCaffrey, the RB1, Kamara, RB2, Cooper Kupp, wide receiver 1, and Devontae Adams, wide receiver 2. The wideouts are stacked here. Kelsey, tight end 1, Evans at the flex, Mike Evans, Bills defense, Evan McPherson as his kicker. Then you look at the bench. You got Fournette, Chubb, Ezekiel Elliott, Travis Etienne, Deontay Johnson, Dalton Schultz, and Dak Prescott. He only has 3
Three wide
receivers.
receivers.
Four receivers. 4 receivers.
We're
Four?
good.
Evans.
Oh yes, 4.
So he has 4 receivers and 6 running backs. Went a little RB heavy in this draft, but Mazz, I'm giving your team an A+.
Thank you.
Because I think we all get
think
A+.
we all
Oh,
get it.
no
Also-
way. No way. No. We have to grade the elite of the elite right now.
It's a 4-man draft, dude.
That's all right.
We're all
Everyone's
stacked.
teams are
But
going
if we're
to be
looking
this
at this,
stacked.
hold on a second. I got this kid who can sling the ball just as good as anybody out in the league right now.
He can sling it over the mountains.
All right,
Uncle
and
Rico's
imagine
style.
him. We've seen him with Keenan Allen, right? Imagine him with Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams. I'm talking about on paper here. My starting lineup.
But we're not talking
It's
about actual
smoking
football. This is
people.
fantasy
We're
football.
smoking
That-
out
the-
here.
The name fantasy is in the title.
Oh, that's all right. We're getting all the touchdowns. We got all the receptions. We got all the records.
All right. Next team, we'll go with Ben Juro's Saul Goodman's.
The Albuquerque Saul
Albuquerque Saul Goodman's. Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback, which is probably the worst pick of the draft.
The
Hey,
worst
man.
pick in the draft. That's literally Ben legitimately has probably the worst draft year.
Yeah, he can't
It's
be an
Jalen
A+
Hurts
team.
season.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor's going to be running back 1 the whole year, unless he gets hurt.
I don't think he is. Nobody's been back-to-back leaders.
I think
at
Henry
RB1.
did twice.
What's up?
Henry probably did twice.
I think
No.
He was hurt last year. It was JT.
I know, but the year before and the year before that.
McCaffrey was 2 years before that, and Henry had 2020.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well,
nobody's repeated as RB1. That's why I stayed away from him.
all right.
History has a tendency of repeating itself.
DeAndre Swift. I like that pick. I think Swift's going to have a sneaky good year.
Oh, for sure.
Swift.
He's going to have a good fantasy year. He's not going to have a good year because he's in Detroit.
Yep. Jay Jettas. I passed on Jettas because I wanted Jamar Chase, but I do like the Jefferson pick as the first wide receiver.
How do you not like the Jefferson pick?
And Debo, wide receiver 2, is solid too because I love Debo.
yeah. He's going to get those running
Just got
back,
that contract with San
points, too,
Francisco.
for you.
Mark Andrews, tight end 1, which he took that right before me.
Took the third
I was-
best
I was
tight end in
mad.
the game. We got it.
Really angry about that. But James Conner is your flex. Come on, dude.
Whack.
No, it's Aaron Jones.
You know what?
I
Ben,
see Aaron
you,
Jones.
you get a C+ for this draft just because of James Conner.
Hey,
see
watch
Aaron
me
Jones
win the
as his
league.
flex.
And
Watch
Jalen
me-
Hurts being your
Watch me
starting
win the
quarterback.
league.
Wait,
Yeah.
James Conner's
Bet.
his flex?
Watch me win
Yes.
the league.
I see Aaron Jones as his flex.
Oh,
No,
it's
because
James Conner on my
AJ
screen.
Dillon's going to take carries away from Aaron Jones this year.
Yeah,
So-
and who's the other Cardinals running back?
Exactly.
James Conner's not an open field guy.
James Conner's
He's a goal line back.
He's all right.
He's a goal line back.
Yeah, what do you do on the goal line, buddy?
Yeah,
That's
you
6
get 3
fantasy
touches a
points
day.
right there.
3 touches a day.
get
That's
3
6
touches.
fantasy points right there, buddy.
3 touches a day. And who knows how often Arizona's going to be
Do you
without
really
DeAndre Hopkins.
believe in Arizona this year?
Not really.
Thank you.
And
I
then-
give it. He's got a C+ for me.
All right,
bro.
so Bucks D and Harrison Butker, which, all right, they're all right. Fine. Aaron Jones, running back 4.
Can we actually play this league
Which is
out?
okay.
Yeah, we can. I was
play
just
this
thinking
league
that.
out.
We can play this league out.
Okay.
Keenan Allen, wide receiver, which I love Keenan Allen. That's a good pick.
Great
Solid, great pick. Terry McLaurin, great pick.
Yep.
Love Terry, Scary Terry. Cam Akers, I'm on the fence with Cam
I'm not
Akers.
sold on him, dude.
I just don't know if he's going to be able to play a whole year.
Exactly.
He had 1 good season.
One.
And running backs, after
Hey.
they get their first injury, it's
But that's
Downhill.
all
Downhill.
right. He's on the bench. It's fine.
And
Aaron Rodgers, backup quarterback, just to make Mazz angry.
Yep.
he's at a D+ now.
What?
D+ draft. Continue.
Mike Williams, which I like. Pair that with nothing. But
This would have been, dude.
and then Hawkinson's your tight end 2, which is okay.
This would have absolutely been such a better draft.
This is the worst draft in the draft. Right here.
worst draft in the room right now. Because
Hey, you know what? Watch me win the league.
Yeah, it's not happening.
it's not happening,
All right, now on
don't know.
to Connor Q. Actually, I should go with me because I was the 6th.
dude. My backup is better than your starter.
Then it's me, the Colorado
Put Aaron Rodgers
Costanzas.
in.
Quarterback Patrick Mahomes, which
Fantastic.
great. Come on, it's Mahomes.
Eh.
Eckler RB1.
Great.
Eckler's great. Cook RB2.
Could get hurt.
Yeah, I mean he's always injury prone, but we'll see. We'll see if he can stay healthy. Jamar Chase, wide receiver 1.
Love it.
Probably the 3rd best receiver in the draft. Diggs, wide receiver 2. I love that too. Pitts, tight end 1.
There's a lot of upside.
A lot of upside, but we'll see with
It's
Mariota.
that quarterback situation.
With Mariota at quarterback, you don't know.
You don't know
I mean,
nothing.
I passed on Kittle for Pitts, but a little bit of a gamble. We'll see if it pays off. Javonte Williams at the flex.
It's fantastic.
I love Javonte. I think he's going to have a great second year. Ravens defense. I don't know. I had to pick a defense, so
Hopefully they
just-
bounce back,
I
yeah.
just sort of picked defense. And Daniel Carlson was the best kicker in fantasy last year. Led the league in points scored. Daniel Carlson, GOAT. T. Higgins on the bench to start it off.
Not bad.
Not bad. I like T. Michael Pittman right behind him.
He'll be wide receiver 1, but
Yeah.
what does he have, Matt Ryan? Yeah,
Matt
pretty
Ryan,
good.
the quarterback, throwing him.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor at running back. That opens up a lot for the offense.
Absolutely.
Brees Hall.
Love it.
I love Brees Hall,
Love it.
bro.
Especially at
I
the
love
value
him.
where you got him. That could have took Ben's draft from a D+ right to a C+ right there.
Then I drafted the MVP, J.K. Dobbins.
Awful pick. Awful pick.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
He's coming off an injury.
Yeah, but I didn't draft him like late. I drafted him 43rd, which was like our 10th, 11th round pick.
Continue.
Then I got Brandon Cooks. I love Brandon Cooks, bro. He's always consistent. As much as he's not a flashy name,
Yep.
he gets you points. Then Lamar Jackson at the backup quarterback.
Okay.
As a backup. Come on. Lamar's a backup.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
Lamar should be a starter, so that's
And then
that's a
Zach
good pick.
Ertz is my backup tight end.
I don't hate it. I think I'm giving Ant B+.
Crazy.
Dude,
I get an A- at least.
Dude, you feel like
A- at least.
I don't know. His feels like the most realistic draft out of all of ours.
Well, that's how I go into the draft. I draft on value, and if I see a guy who has been drafted in the late rounds that I like, I draft.
Yeah, but I mean, we're in a 4-team league here right now, so I don't know. Ed, I'm giving you a B+.
That's crazy. Crazy. I get an A-. What do you guys give me?
Connor? Where are you at for Ben?
Oh, that was rough.
What's Ben's grade for me?
I wouldn't say you. Would you give him a D?
Ben's at a C- for me, legitimately.
I give him a C plus.
Okay.
I give him a C+ too.
Okay.
All right, now last team on the list.
Wait, what are
Connor-
you giving it? I give
I'm
it,
an A-.
I'll give it a B+.
I'll give him the A-.
A-, okay.
Ben, what do you give me?
Ooh. I'm like hovering between A- and B+.
A- for me. I'm giving
Okay,
it
so
some
that
A-.
averaged out right around an A-.
All right, and then last, Max Greenschlatt's Connor Cupin's team. He had the last pick in the round. Let's go through his team. Josh Allen, probably the best quarterback in fantasy this year. I think.
love the pick.
Sweet.
Then Derrick Henry, RB1. Gotta stay healthy.
Gotta stay healthy. And there's no wide receiving help. Rough. They're going to run him into the ground. He's going to get all the points for the first 6 weeks, and then it's going downhill from there.
Najee Harris.
Great
like
pick.
that.
Love the pick.
I love Najee, bro. If Najee's there at like your 4th or 5th pick in your fantasy drafts, draft him. Mm-hmm.
If you want.
If you want. We're not. This is not a call to action.
I took him third. How do y'all feel about that?
And then Tyreek Hill is your wide receiver
Yesterday.
1. That
Timeout.
plummets your draft.
Timeout.
Stop.
He just said Najee. He took Najee 3rd overall in his actual draft yesterday.
It's not
I
terrible.
don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I think
No,
there's
I
a
don't.
lot of upside to that.
I got him like 4 or 5.
Maybe like
Yeah.
a little, maybe jumped on it. You know, I probably. He's not making the second round, so if you want him, you got to snag him, right?
Yep.
Good pick, Connor.
All right, wide receiver 1, Tyreek Hill. Come on, dude.
Dude, what are you doing?
Come on.
What are you doing? You were rocking at like the A range for me. You were instantly in the B range. So let's see how this plays out.
He went
CeeDee
3
Lamb,
running
wide
backs
receiver
first.
2. That's good. You're gonna love that one. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 2.
I don't know if I do. The Cowboys scare me. I don't even want to touch them this year.
Come on, they're gonna be fine.
It's a good pick.
It's a good pick. George Kittle, tight end 1, probably the 4th best tight end in fantasy this year. George Kittle's gonna be a great option because who knows how Trey Lance develops. I think Trey Lance is gonna be good this year. Mm-hmm. So if he's their tight end, he's gonna be using him a lot as a safety blanket. I think George Kittle's a really good safe pick. Joe Mixon at the flex.
He drafted 3 running backs in a row. That's
Yeah.
how he got Mixon.
It's good.
And that's why he took Tyreek as his one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your wide receivers kind of bring your draft down there, Connor. And then
Continue. Go ahead,
Oh,
Connor.
you're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Sorry.
And this is Mazz in the midday.
In the midday. Sorry.
You want me to continue my team here? With
No,
defense now?
Saints defense and Justin Tucker at kicker. Solid picks. I'm not going to argue with those because Justin Tucker is the best kicker ever to play.
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Brown as your wide receiver 3.
Don't like it.
I don't mind A.J. Brown.
We're a 4-team league.
Yeah, but
4-team league, and he takes AJ Brown.
But A.J. Brown's a good receiver.
Yeah, okay. Coming
He's
off
probably
injury.
a top 20 this year.
I don't know.
All right.
Not for this draft. Yeah, in your regular draft, no problem. Not for this draft.
He took Saquon,
RB4.
the walking Anthony Davis, NFL Anthony Davis, Saquon Barkley.
Davis has done more than Barkley. He won a chip.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anthony Davis is doing okay. That took
He's
the win out of
allergic to the
Mazz,
Lakers winning.
Then after Saquon, DJ Moore, which I'm not a huge DJ Moore fan. I know other people are.
Not big on him.
But
He's a solid guy.
if you're a 4-man league, DJ Moore can't be your wide receiver 4. Can't be the case.
No,
Sorry,
but listen,
Connor.
in like an actual league, he's a solid guy.
Your running backs
we're
are fine.
in a 4-man league.
It's not okay.
Continue.
David Montgomery, which I'm not big on David Montgomery either, but he also has some value.
Mm-hmm.
Waddle is a good pick. Why did Waddle go so late? I don't know.
I just didn't want to touch him because I don't like Tua, and he's not going to get as many targets as he did last year.
And then Tom Brady is his backup Q.
I love it.
Very good. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, probably the best quarterback duo
Oh,
in
absolutely.
this league right now.
Absolutely.
Right next behind that is my Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
For sure.
And then yours.
I'm definitely above Ben. That's not
Yours
even
is
Herbert and Dak.
yeah. And then Ben's terrible draft of Jalen Hurts. And
Hey, bro.
who's your two?
He's like Aaron Rodgers.
All right, Rodgers. You better be starting Rodgers.
I can do that.
And then Connor's last pick was Darren Waller as his backup tight end, which
Connor rounds out at a B plus for me.
I think my draft was better than Connor's.
I also concur. That's a B
I think
for
Mazz had the best draft.
Thank you very much.
I had number 2.
Did the Big Papas just win the preseason draft?
Let's see who wins the league. This is gonna be interesting.
Mazz gets the best draft. I get number 2.
You know
Connor gets number
exactly
3,
what's going to
Ben
happen
gets
here,
number
right?
Oh, I get 4 just because it's Jalen Hurts' season.
Yes.
Can I tell you
That's
guys
crazy.
right now? Connor's going to win this league because we're all going to forget about it. And he's going to be the only
Yeah,
one
he's
actively
making all
playing.
the moves and everything. I'm only paying attention to my money leagues, bro.
I'm with you.
That's all I pay attention to.
I'm with you.
But this is 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the Midday. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up, we're going to have some NBA talk and MLB talk for you.
Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks?
Not
Maybe?
it.
Not
I like
happening.
Maybe.
I like it.
We don't know. But stick with us here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the Midday. Hour number 2.
Yeah.
Hour number 2.
Our dose.
Number 2.
I mean, hour number 2, but like...
Number 2.
We got like 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of a late start time today. Because,
I mean, listen. Thanks, Artie.
Yeah, it's
Like he doesn't have 4 hours.
It's the transfer deadline. Come on.
This guy. He's too busy on the phone with Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean?
We're referencing Artie's video.
That was fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Well, we're gonna
where are we
get
going?
some MLB talk here.
Oh,
in
we're
the
going
second
NBA.
hour.
I just teased Donovan Mitchell. We're going MLB. Fine. You run the show. Continue. Take it where you want. You deserve it.
I deserve it because I get cut off all the time.
He gets cut off more than your average driver on the New Jersey Turnpike. And I promise you, that's a lot of cutting off.
All right, so first story at MLB, the big story. J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners, in his rookie year, signs a huge extension, 14 years, $210 million, keeps him in Seattle probably for the rest of his career.
And has potential to reach well over $400 million. I guess it's incentive based. Not exactly sure.
Fellas, how many more years of team control did they have?
Like 5.
Probably like a lot.
I don't
Just skipping
understand.
it.
I do
On
not
both sides of this-
understand. Well, listen, him, I completely get it. Because you never know where the career is going. And if you're only making X amount now, and they're offering that much, absolutely, that's more.
For him, it makes sense.
No,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't.
I think
it doesn't
it
make
makes
sense for
him.
either. It doesn't make sense.
No,
for
I
either
think it
party.
makes sense for him
I don't
because you
think it
never
makes
know
any
what
sense.
next season's going to bring. And how many times have you seen somebody have a tremendous rookie season
Tatis.
and then never
Literally,
recreate
like,
it?
Trevor Rogers was so good last year. This year, he's been terrible.
Tatis.
So
So
there's
that's
a
what I'm
perfect
saying.
example.
I
get it for him.
It
yeah.
makes sense for him, especially when, let's say, I don't know what his first. What was his original contract? Anybody know?
It was
So
just
it's
team.
rookie
It was
deal.
just team
Basic
control. So
rookie
it's
deal.
nothing. It's absolutely nothing. That
You get
money.
like you get maybe $1 million.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he just went from making $1 million to
Or less than $1 million,
400
yeah.
No, here,
guaranteed.
you probably get $1 million a signing bonus, but you get like maybe
Less than that, yeah.
405,000 league minimum, pretty
Dude,
much.
if you were only making $1 million, right, and
Mm-hmm.
we told you you're gonna have basically 300 plus guaranteed, you're signing that contract.
And also, like,
all day.
Look at it this way: at the end of the day, if you have a $400 million contract in front of you, how can you? Would any of us in this room not
Turn
sign
it down? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, dude. I'm telling you right now. I could have been. If I could have been Aaron Judge, I'm not turning down that contract. You know, Aaron Judge is only looking for 300, and that guy's probably going to be the MVP. All right.
Yeah.
So the MVP is having a hard time getting 300. The guy who's having a great rookie season is getting 400. You couldn't get me over the table fast enough to sign that contract. Makes sense for him. The team makes no sense though. Makes absolutely no sense.
Now, for Julio Rodriguez and the Mariners, I don't agree with this contract extension. On the Mariners side of things,
You're giving up control.
You're giving up your team control for 5 years. You have the window to build.
Absolutely.
So why would you pay the guy that probably your best player right now? Julio's been the best player on the Mariners so far this season. Why would you pay your best player now
when you could have paid him later.
Pay in the window, invest in the window you have for a championship. If you're Julio, the market's only going to go up.
You don't know that. What happens if he gets injured?
Listen, Soto's about to set a precedent with his next contract.
For sure.
If he plays, he's betting on himself too. As a player, you got to do that. You got to
Not
have
when you're a
confidence.
rookie.
You have to have confidence. You have to have
you're a
confidence.
rookie. You
But
might
the
not
way
ever
you're
get back
playing
there.
right now, you can dominate the game for the next few years.
You don't know that. You have no clue about that.
Then you're setting yourself up for failure.
Not
Yes, you are.
absolutely not. dude.
You have to know that you're going to dominate.
You have to be real about this right
No,
now.
I think you got
Dude, he
you got to
just-
know that you're going to be playing at a top level, and then moving forward, you can be getting even more money
But
down
you
the line.
have to look at the variables.
And you're going to be making money off of endorsements as well.
That's fair,
He's
but-
he's a big name face now.
That's fair, but you don't know how long that's gonna last, dude. The window, not
Listen,
everybody.
if you have an endorsement deal, you're going to be making enough money anyway as it is.
I
So you're going to be making money on the side. Wait till you can get even more money in your contract.
But what happens if he ends up just, not being what he was? What happens if he just falls off?
He's still going to have endorsement money.
Not like it used to be, though.
What do you mean not like it used to be?
It's not. The endorsements aren't gonna be coming.
You make
in.
more money from your endorsements than you do from your contracts.
I understand that, but nobody's gonna be giving you that much endorsement money if you only had one good year. Not everybody ends up
Right now,
being-
you invest in yourself right now, and you'll get all that money from the endorsements for
Dude.
the next few years. You'll probably make enough to live the rest of your life comfortably.
dude.
With the endorsement money that
He
you get in
just
the next 2
set
years.
up in his rookie season. He just set up his entire family for life. He's getting more money than the guy who's going to be MVP is going to get on his contract.
I know that I'm the unpopular decision here. I just say he should have waited.
You're just not thinking about the.
I'm
the
thinking.
other
I'm
things.
thinking about the potential makings he can make
Okay,
down the line.
And here's my question, right? What happens if he gets a career-ending injury? It's possible.
But that's what happens when you gamble on yourself. Look at Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was trying to get enough money. He played this year on even less of a salary, but look at what he's doing right now.
Yeah, but that's
it's an inverse adverse. Sometimes you gotta
Well,
take risks in life.
time out.
You can't be worried. You
Time
can't be
out.
living your
You're
life
talking
afraid of
about
injuries.
a guy.
You can't
You're
live your life
talking
like
about
that.
a guy who was literally Aaron Judge. We know is going to hit X amount of home runs every season, right? He's going to be towards the top. That's when you gamble when you're hot. You don't do it on your rookie season. All right? If they give you something guaranteed, because it is just your first year, you absolutely have to take that.
I don't know. If you dominate, and you say, "Hey, I can play this game."
You could,
let
but-
me hold out a little bit. Juan Soto didn't do it. Tatis
But what's
didn't
the
do
odds of it?
Well, Tatis did do it. But
What's
whatever.
the odds of it, though? All right? Because that Tatis deal isn't looking fantastic right now. Right?
Well, that was his fault too.
For sure, that's fine. But is Tatis ever going to get back to where he was? You don't know. That's bad on the team. But
And
yeah,
he's
you're
getting paid.
Tatis. You sign it. If you're this kid, he could end up stinking for the next three seasons and be out of the league. They might want him out of the league, but he's not going to be because of the contract.
But what happens when he's a superstar in 5 years and we're talking about this contract like, wow, the Mariners got great value.
Congratulations, $400 million. Even if it's great value, it's still $400 million. Yeah,
But you could have been making more. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. You
All
don't
I'm
know
saying.
that. You really don't know that because we don't know what Soto's going to get. We don't know where the market's going. We don't even know where the popularity of baseball is going.
That's fair.
You know?
MLS is coming.
MLS is coming. Thank you, Connor. So that's where I'm at, dude. I hear what you're saying, but that is a big gamble, and none of us would have the nerve not to sign that contract if they offered it. You would not be betting on yourself, I promise you.
If I was that good, I think I would.
I don't think you would. I don't think you
Oh
would.
man,
Connor, you betting on yourself that
I'm
way?
signing that as fast as possible.
Dude, it's
sports. You never know what's gonna
What do
happen.
you mean? I already bet on myself.
Listen, if
Congratulations,
it was
I got
me,
here.
if it was me, like with my talent level, yes, I would do that.
No, that's
I'm
not-
not
well,
Julio
yeah.
Rodriguez.
We're talking about Julio.
But
if
I'm
you were
not
J
Julio
Rod, if you were
Rodriguez.
J Rod,
but
If I was J Rod, I wouldn't.
But what's more likely, right? The guy who has a breakout rookie season sustaining it into stardom, or the guy who has the breakout rookie season and just kind of fades into obscurity?
I think the guy who has a rookie season
Fade into obscurity.
continues to ascend.
Not always.
It's not always, but more often than not, usually is the
No
case.
way.
You
end
don't
up
think
being.
so?
I think guys end up being average, and he'll never see anything close to that. I'm not
Listen,
saying
the
that's
last,
going to happen to him.
The
I'm
last
saying
like
if we're
6,
going off
7
the
rookie of the
trends.
years are still pretty good players.
We'll see, bro. I think it was a good move. I think it's a good move for him. I still don't know why the Mariners would give up control like that. It makes no sense.
I don't know. I don't like.
So we could at least agree that the Mariners clearly have no clue what they're doing. But yeah, you got to get over that. You got to get over that table. You have to sign that contract, dude. Do you think anybody thought that they'd be making that kind of money a couple of years ago?
I didn't think J Rod was getting that kind of contract
Dude,
this year.
remember when 300 was the number with Harper,
Yeah,
and now
Machado, too.
we're talking about 400.
It just keeps going up.
that's what I'm saying. The market keeps going up.
Eventually, it's gonna stop somewhere and
The
come back
NFL
down.
Not if
finally
inflation
reached-
keeps going.
You don't know about
The
that.
inflation
NFL
keeps
reached
going.
100 mil contracts with Bosa and Denzel Ward And
Like, listen,
Dude, think about that. This kid is making more than insert your favorite players in sports,
Yeah.
and he's got a bigger contract. Because, dude, I'll tell you
Mike
right now.
Trout. No, he's not.
I'm telling you right now. A couple years ago, around that same time, Canelo Alvarez signed the $400 million contract with DAZN, and that was the biggest contract in sports. This kid just signed one of the biggest contracts in sports. Might not be the biggest, but you don't know that he's
Stanton's
going to be
was-
the biggest player.
Stanton's was 325, and that was the biggest, and that was probably 2015, 14, something like
Exactly.
that.
So yeah, it is going to go up, but you don't know
Soto's
for how long.
Potentially in line for a 500 mil.
But is he Soto? We don't know. We have no
I
clue.
think Julio could be on the same plane as Soto.
He could be,
That's-
but he's not yet. He's not
But he's not
established yet. We got to see.
And this kid took something where no matter where it goes, it's not like he can't restructure it later on, you know?
Yep.
You know? So he did exactly what he needed to do. I think this was a great move by him.
All right. Well, so moving on. Next up in the MLB news, tough break for the Tampa Bay Rays. Shane McClanahan last night was thrown in the bullpen before game time, and it seemed like he did something to his shoulder or elbow. You saw the video. He was sort of crying in the bullpen. Like he knew that he had just done something that could potentially have ended his season.
That's rough.
He was on the road to a Cy Young, and
Verlander kind of took him over, but like he was still really good, of course. Yeah.
but
Wait, what did
Verlander
you
just
say?
went on the IL too.
And they both just got hurt.
They both just got hurt. So for the Rays, what does this mean?
Well, they were struggling anyway. They weren't in a playoff spot.
They're still 7 games behind the Yankees. They have a chance to come back. Yankees have been playing terrible baseball.
Not now.
The Rays are on a hot streak.
Where are the Rays at right now? Which wild card spot are they in?
I think they're the 1.
They are the 1, so this is still a contender. They could totally do good because they have to go against as if it stands right now, they'll go against the Mariners or the Blue Jays. Have to see how the Rays shakes. I just
Shakes out.
completely butchered the sentence. But then they have to take on the Astros if they get past that. That's the issue. The Yanks have it good. They get to play the they get to play whatever seed is the 6th seed. Then they get possibly the Guardians. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But I kind of love, even though I'm a Yankees fan, I love Shane McClanahan.
Yeah, he
And
was
it's
he was
tough
very
to
cool to
see.
watch.
Like, you saw the video of him crying. He knew that his season was more than likely over. And for a guy like that in the middle of a Cy Young season to really, like,
So with him and Verlander going down,
the AL Cy Young,
who do you guys like for the Cy Youngs this year?
Dylan Cease right now in Chicago.
Okay.
He's probably the most likely favorite right now in the AL. I mean, Garrett Cole's probably in the conversation as well. I don't know if there's really, like, the AL is now pretty much up for grabs. If Verlander and McClanahan have to miss time.
Could they still win it? They could still win it because it's not like
Well, if
there's a month left.
Hold on. If Verlander comes back before the season ends and has like 1 or 2 great starts, I think you give it to Verlander.
Mm-hmm.
But if Verlander has to miss the rest of the regular season,
I think he might knock him out of the conversation.
yeah, it knocks him out of the conversation for sure. I think you have to maybe either look at if Cole has a couple good starts, if Dylan Cease from the White
Dylan
Sox
Cease
has-
is a pretty good. He's the healthiest option right now, I guess. Yeah.
and he had a DeGrom run in the middle of like June, July. So I think Dylan Cease right now is the favorite. Look at even Shohei, bro.
Shohei's cool. Yeah.
Shohei might even have a chance. It's really up for grabs right now. You don't know who really has a clear view in the AL. NL right now it's either Sandy or Corbin Burns.
I think it's going to be Sandy.
Right now I think it's
Sandy
Sandy.
Alcantara.
But it's the American League Cy Young race is going to be very competitive with those two guys missing time.
How do you feel about the playoff race right now?
Doesn't matter. The Yanks are going to break my heart anyway.
Right now the AL Central's pretty close. I like the Twins just based off experience.
The Twins are a game behind the Guardians.
I think
They're
the
right
Guardians
there.
are too young right now. I think they'll get a wild card spot for sure.
Who's winning that division?
I think it's the Twins.
Because here's the thing: whoever wins the division might not make the playoff. The second team might not make the playoffs because the Twins are not in a playoff spot right now.
I-
The Guardians
I think it's
are
the Twins.
the AL Central's best team, but they're worse than every AL wildcard team right now.
I
So
just
that-
choose the Twins based off experience. They got more veterans.
Yeah.
The Guardians right now are statistically the youngest team in baseball right now. So once it comes to like the chase in September, they're gonna have some high pressure moments. I don't know if those kids can really handle it. I like the Twins.
I'm going to be honest. I think I'm rocking with the Guardians on this one. I prefer their manager. I think they
You
got...
like Tito?
Yeah. I think that's... I think definitely compared to the Twins, they are younger, but I think they're more hungry, and I think they're going to be going all in on it. I don't expect them to be winning a World Series, but I
Yeah.
do expect them to make a bigger push than Minnesota.
they got I see them like kind of
Today?
similar to how I see the Heat, meaning like they have a couple star guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have great role players around the team. Maybe names you don't know, but they win and they have a good front office. They have Jose Ramirez, and it's all about bullpen pitching. I've learned when watching playoff baseball, that probably is the most important thing, how well your bullpen can do. And they got probably the best reliever in the AL with Emmanuel Clase so far this season. The Twins just traded for Jorge Lopez at the deadline, but I'm still going with the Guardians, honestly.
I'm rocking with the Twins.
Dude, I'm just saying, Terry was just in a World Series not too long ago. I think he's in a better position to make a play here.
But how about, did the World Series picks for either you change so far, or is it still?
It's still Dodgers. For me.
I definitely Dodgers for me.
I had Dodgers Blue Jays, so now I'm gonna switch
fair.
up.
Dude, I was completely wrong on the other side.
Red
I
Sox.
said the Sox at the beginning of the year, man.
Honestly,
I'm so happy.
right now,
I
I
was
think we're
so
gonna have
wrong
a
on that one.
2017 rematch. Dodgers Stros.
Honestly, Dodgers Stros, those are the two best teams in the league, I believe, right now.
No, I think the Mets have a better record than the Stros right now.
Nah, they're down by a game.
A
But
game?
the Astros, they keep finding themselves in the ALCS every single year.
I just need the Yankees just 1 year. Just do it, please. Just 1 year.
Well,
Just
with
make it. Just
with
make
the
it. I don't-
King
you don't even
injury
need to
and
win
the
it.
Carpenter injury and the Loizaga injury.
Wise back though.
Well, I
He's
could
been
have
pitching very good lately.
sworn he got hurt last night.
You know what? I can't believe
Last
I'm gonna
night
say
that was
this.
Tyone.
Oh, that's what I meant. My bad. Tyone got hurt last night.
Fellas, I gotta believe. I just
believe?
I have to believe. I don't expect to it, but like the belief's still there. I don't know how
Aaron
strong
Judge just
it
hit
is.
50 the other night, man.
Dude,
He's at 51 right now.
is
Is he
Stanton
breaking
back
it? Is he breaking 61?
Yeah, I think so.
He breaking Maris?
I don't know.
I don't think he's catching Bonds.
definitely not
That's out of
catching
the question
bonds.
now.
Definitely not catching bonds. I think he could beat Maris.
He's the steroid free king. You think?
How many? I mean, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't really matter to me for the sole fact of Bonds is the real record. I'm sorry. Yeah, he had steroids, but guess what? Those runs counted in the season. It's the real record. All right. So that's where I'm at with it. It's awesome. I think it's awesome to like get up in there, but you're never beating Bonds. It just is what it is.
You see Albert hit 694.
He'll pass A-Rod, the number 3 all
6
time, or
more
number
for
4 all time.
700. He needs 6 more, and they have, I want to say,
Put A-Rod back in the hole.
Listen, the way Albert's been hitting, he might get a contract next
they
year.
got 32 games left.
He might get it. Dude, he said he's done.
Not if the teams are willing to pay him for 1 more year.
I don't know, dude.
And
He
he's
has-
sitting at
he's
698 or
32
699.
32 games left, 6 away.
What if he just wants to go out on top like this?
What if he wants what if he's sitting at 690? If you're a baseball player
Yep.
and you're 698, 699, and that was your last season, you want to get 700?
I mean, A-Rod didn't. I guess A-Rod didn't.
I'm legitimately,
Well, A-Rod wasn't hitting well at the end. He was
I
terrible. at the end.
legitimately am playing just for the 700.
Yeah, that's what
The second I hit the 700,
Boom.
that's it. Glove on the ground, taking off the cleats, leaving them on the field, walking out. That's it. That's it. Take me out of the lineup. Sub me. I'm out. I'm done. That's it. No more.
How do y'all feel about the 6th spot, the 6th seed, the 6th playoff spot? I love it.
I think it adds more.
I love it.
Some more competition.
Because
I'm about
without it, some of these 70, like the Padres wouldn't be in a playoff spot right now.
Yeah.
And neither would the Blue Jays. So I'm all for it.
I definitely. I think it adds another level of, oh, this is gonna be interesting. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
In the NL,
What about
one
you, Ed?
really good team's missing the playoffs.
I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the baseball players as it is fine. I just like the MLB playoffs because they're quick.
And it's a purist.
I like
He would
playoffs
go
that
back to
are
3-team
2 or
playoffs
3
on each
weeks.
side.
2 to 3 weeks. Have the energy, they have the emotion every game, and then it's over. NBA playoffs to me
Too long.
are just too long. 2 months. The playoffs should not be 2 months long.
You know what? I think the problem is it being the 7-game series for every.
For the first round.
first
it could
2
be,
rounds.
like,
First 2
it could
rounds gotta be
5
5
games in
games.
the
I
first
think there
round.
should be 5 games.
First
I'm
2
with
rounds.
you. I'm gonna
The
be
conference
honest.
finals and the finals should be 7.
I honestly would take it a step further, and the first 2 rounds be 3-game series, 5 and 7.
Maybe the first round, 3
Give
game
the 8
series.
seeds a chance to knock
What about
out the
3,
ones.
5,
That'd be
7,
nice.
7? What
I
about
love
3,
that.
5, 7,
But yeah,
7?
baseball series I love because Different pitchers, different matchups.
It's a completely different game.
It's a different game. Any team can beat any team in the MLB playoffs. I feel like in the NBA playoffs, with the 7-game series, 8 seeds have no real chance to beat 1 seed.
You don't have a chance.
Baseball, the second wildcard team could beat the 1 seed any given year.
Yeah, it's completely different though because obviously you might have the better roster, but like it's literally in control of the pitcher.
I want to go to a Yankee playoff game this year.
Some
If you guys are
room
down
action.
to go. If you guys are down to go,
Yeah,
Mazz,
but let me check my budget, all right, because that thing is bare dry
let's
now.
go. Let's go into the bleachers. We'll pay like $40. For
How
bleacher seats.
expensive would that? Is it really $40 for a playoff game?
Dude, there's no way it's $40 for a playoff
Probably
game.
$100 for a bleacher seat.
Keep it going.
Why? I have
A
one.
bleacher seat?
Dude, I saw it was like $100 for standing room.
We're
I
doing
have
it. We're
one
doing it.
topic.
Come on.
Why are baseball games so much cheaper than anything else?
Listen, I want to go to Ravens Jets week 1
Because
the
they
cheapest
charge-
ticket was $71.
The Ravens. I looked Ravens Dolphins. $130 is
wanna-
the cheapest.
Do you want to know why they're cheaper? Because they need people to watch the game. They would need people at the game.
Like these Mets games
and
are
they
like
know that you're gonna buy.
$9.
They know you're gonna buy some chicken, 4 chicken tenders and fries for $19.
And then Connor's going to put a big heap of hot sauce on them.
I'm with them.
I'm with him.
Dude, I was really upset. I was trying to get some barbecue sauce at MetLife the other day, and they were out of barbecue sauce on both ends, and I was just like, "What are we doing here?"
This isn't the South, man. This isn't Cajun country.
This
This
I
is New
just
York.
wanted barbecue sauce. All right.
Y'all like that Bryce is back?
All right, we're gonna start pivoting over to NBA talk here for a couple of minutes before we hit our final top 10
look,
list.
Ben Drode just came back.
Hey Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I don't know what baseball is, so
Ben,
I'm just here
I'm making you an honorary Red Sox fan right now, just because it makes sense.
Yeah, you got the
Okay.
Celtics and the Patriots.
It just
Red
makes
Sox.
sense. Ben's a Red Sox fan. Boo.
All right, so
Name 3 players.
some NBA.
Go ahead, Ed.
All right, so some NBA news. Markieff Morris
To the Nets.
looking like he's going to the Nets. The
My
Nets
boy
are
Keith.
Nets are building depth, man. They're building this
yeah,
championship
but he's
roster.
not. He's the worst brother, right?
Oh my God.
He's still a solid player.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just
Seven-
saying.
seventh,
Keith
eighth guy off the
got
bench.
Jokic was the one who hit him last year and knocked him out for like half the season.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. Okay,
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
was so awful.
it was.
That was not no.
Morris is a good guy, second or third guy off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Gets you some
a
rebounds,
decent
plays
player, yeah.
solid,
He's
solid
he's a
interior
defensive guy.
defense. He's not going to drop 15 points a game. I don't say he's going to be like an 8.
I never said he was a bad player. I
He's
just
a
needed to
defensive
establish this is the worst of the two brothers, right? 'Cause
Oh,
they've been,
man.
listen, they've been swapping. Like first it was Markieff was way better, and now what's the other one's name?
Marcus.
He's with the Clippers, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's the better one for sure. But I heard. Do you know that they have a joint bank account?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Dude, they have
They're twin
matching
brothers,
tattoos.
I mean
twins.
that makes sense. They're twins, but
Yeah.
like bank accounts.
Mhm.
I wonder if they ever have played for each other in the playoffs.
Oh,
They
100%.
1,000% have. There's
Definitely.
a theory circling around online that one of them subbed in for the other one
I believe
because
it.
they were one of them was injured.
I know they used to. There was stories they used to do that when they were kids in class.
That makes. I mean, think about it. If you liked a certain subject better,
Yeah.
let's say one was into history, the one was good into science, I
Yeah.
totally would just be like, oh, dude, just go do the science again. I'll do the
Yeah.
history again.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Ed.
So that was but the Nets are building depth. Do you think it's a solid move though?
I think it doesn't matter until they figure out what's going on with their stars. I think they have.
It seems like that's under control now.
I don't think it is. I still don't think it is. I have no clue what's going on with it. I think there's too much personality going on with Brooklyn. I don't know. Even if they play, is it gonna work? The Steve Nash and Kyrie relationship is soured. KD, I think that he's the one I'm least worried about. You still don't even know if Simmons is gonna be playing this season.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, the
They have a
potential trade
great team.
package, man.
They have a great team on paper, but that's the problem. Is it gonna be good on
the
court? Is it gonna be good in the locker room? Is it gonna be good off the court? I have no faith. What about you, Aiden? I mean, you're the Nets fan.
I think it's gonna be all right. I think they'll be a solid team.
The Knicks are coming.
I think they'll be a top 3 seed in the East.
Did you say the Knicks are coming?
I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I'm just
no.
They
kidding.
couldn't even make a trade happen.
The Nets are gonna be a top 3 team in the East this year.
Whoa.
As my bold prediction. Is it bold? Is it bold?
I feel like you're falling in love with the Nets again.
I am.
He's
coming back.
You have the most toxic
It is
relationship.
a toxic relationship.
It's a
I have with the
love-hate
Nets.
relationship.
No, dude,
for 'em.
it's really
With any of
Wow.
my sports teams, they're love hate.
no. This is the worst
No,
one.
this no,
The
this
Nets,
is by far
the
the
Nets
worst.
is the Nets is more bipolar.
No, this is by far the worst one because it's week to week because they're always in the news. It's like, oh my god, I love it. We got KD, we got Kyrie. Dude, KD and Kyrie are killing me right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think it's a good move going forward.
I mean, listen, it's a solid depth move. I still think
It adds defense.
I would like to
that's what
see
they
them-
need. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they need.
Yeah, I like that they're adding defense. He's a bigger body. I like that. I still think they need some center help, but
What is he, like 6'9"?
yeah, I think so. 6'8",
Yeah,
6'9".
6'9" defensive guy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not
It's
bad.
a good move. It's a good move.
All right, moving on. Pat Bev got traded to the Lakers.
Yeah, he did.
How do
Let's
you
go. I could finally root for that nut job.
But
Russ is
are
gone.
Russ
Dude,
and
it's
Pat Bev
gone.
gonna be compatible on
No.
the same
No.
team, despite
It's-
their past beef?
Dude, it's Russ is getting traded. I have to believe that. I don't think this is gonna
Hey,
work.
Darwin Ham said they were gonna be.
Congratulations, Darwin Ham doesn't control the trades. LeBron James does. All right, so we'll see what happens.
Lid GM.
Lay GM is a true thing. If you don't believe me, just look at all the past teams he's ever been on. I truly would love to see Russ for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. And picks.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either. I just would love to see it. It makes sense for the Lakers. You get a good shooter, which, I mean, every time they get a good shooter, it doesn't work out. But, hey, you get defensive help with,
You
with
can move-
Turner. He can space the floor, too.
You can also move Anthony Davis back to the position that he wants to play.
Exactly. I don't want him at the
Four.
5. It's too physical for him.
Yeah.
You know?
He said he prefers the 4.
Yeah, so I would much... I think that
Not like there's
makes the most
positions in
sense.
basketball anymore.
Here's the problem, right? Nah, there still is. There absolutely still is. There's just different roles.
Yeah.
But, there's still positions.
And
Jokic is still going to be guarding the biggest guy.
Here's the thing with that Pacers deal that you brought up. Mm-hmm. Both Hield and Turner are on expiring contracts,
Yep.
so that's money off the table too. So you're getting rid of Russ, who still has how many years left on that contract?
1 year, $47 million.
Dang.
I'm not paying $47 million for a mid point guard now.
But
A
they don't have a
mid-point
point guard.
guard.
Who do they have at point guard right now?
The Lakers,
No, the
Pacers?
The Pacers. I know they have
Tyrese
Tyrese
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
They have Halliburton. They have T.J. McConnell.
TJ McConnell.
That's about it.
don't
That's
know.
all I can think of.
But think
'cause
about it, right?
it's
If you get
Pacers.
Russ, you get a nice veteran in that locker room. I mean, listen, Russ as a legitimate option is not awful.
And also remember, Halliburton, beginning his career in Sacramento, was playing off the ball, so he can play on and off. Russ is ball dominant.
So Russ with Halliburton would be not bad.
Plus, Halliburton plays defense.
It still wouldn't be bad.
No, it wouldn't.
It makes a lot of
Can
sense for
Halliburton
Indiana.
play in LA though?
Halliburton's not a part
No,
of
no,
that
no,
deal.
the deal. What do you
The
mean?
Pacers are building around
Yeah,
Halliburton.
no, the deal would be for Buddy Hield and for
Miles
Miles
Turner,
Turner.
two expiring contracts.
which I
You think you get Russ for Halliburton straight up?
no, absolutely,
absolutely not.
That'd be if the Lakers could pull that off.
No,
not. If the Lakers could pull that off,
I
If
wouldn't
LeBron
even
could pull that off,
extremely
sorry.
I wouldn't want it.
If LeBron, you wouldn't want
I
it.
wouldn't want it,
He's going to start demanding too much money anyway.
dude.
down the
It's
line.
we need players that can win now. I don't have time to build up talent. All right,
Halliburton can win now.
I don't know, dude.
With pair him with LeBron and AD?
I don't
You're
know.
Are you
missing
kidding
something.
me?
I mean,
Yes.
I think he could win now, but
He's
I
a
think
fourth
he
scorer though.
he,
He's a
need-
fourth number. He's a fourth like a fourth player.
he needs
on
to
championship
he needs to be developed more.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't got time for that. We got
Yeah.
one more year with LeBron, bro. All right, I know they signed
Didn't
the
he-
contract.
Didn't-
Hey,
yeah,
Bryce-
I was gonna
Bryce
say,
is
he's
coming
an
now.
But
extension.
let's be honest, dude. We got like
Hey.
one more year of we know for sure he's gonna be dominant. I don't know what's gonna happen 2 years from now.
Listen,
All right, I'm in win now mode. I don't
Look,
have time to coddle
listen.
these players. Get me somebody who's a legitimate
Mazz.
veteran. What?
LeBron said when Bryce gets drafted, he's still gonna be in the league
Yeah,
now.
dude, that's fine. But is he going to be as effective? I know he's
At
going to be
42?
dominant this year. He's going to be dominant this year. AD should be dominant this year. We need players that can win now. We need a Buddy Hield. We need a Miles Turner. We need guys that are going to play their role, not that need to be, kind of shown the ropes still. I'm not saying Halliburton's a bad player. I'm saying, can he be the number 3 on a championship squad? I don't think so.
Not right now. Maybe
Not right now.
next
Maybe
year.
later.
Yeah.
But not right now. And it's got to be all in right this second. Which
Okay.
leads me to the second thing. I don't understand why they're talking about the Lakers being a part of a potential Utah Jazz Knicks deal. The things that they'd get back in that deal, garbage.
Well, yeah. The Knicks now paused the deal with Donovan Mitchell, and they're planning to extend R.J. Barrett. What was the deal, Ben?
I'm sorry. What was
The
that?
RJ Barrett
RJ's
deal?
extension.
It was a
140?
4-year, 120 mil.
That's it.
That's pretty good for RJ.
That's a good
That's-
value.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting what is that roughly?
30
a
mil.
year?
Yeah.
The 30 mil a year
That's not bad.
I don't hate it.
for RJ. I mean,
But then again,
Jalen Brunson's getting
Don't even get me started with that
what's he getting,
contract.
$45 million a year now?
something like that.
Something
It's
ridiculous.
RJ's better than Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
But here's my question: even if they go with if they go with Mitchell, right? Let's say that the trade goes through, and let's say they keep Randall, right? Would RJ be playing the 3, Mitchell at the 2, or would be Mitchell playing the 1?
I think Mitchell plays it too.
And then Brunson's obviously the 1.
Brunson's the 1. Mitchell's the 2.
I don't love
Barrett's
it.
a 3.
I don't love it at
They're
all.
the Knicks. They're not winning.
Yeah.
I don't know, but here's the thing. I mean, they had the opportunity to make the deal happen. 6 first-round picks for a kid. What has he done?
Donovan.
Yeah, what's he done? Congratulations. They were a 1 seed one time.
He.
Kid's never won an MVP, not winning a Defensive Player of the Year. Did he win a Rookie of the Year?
No, Ben Simmons won that.
Thank you. What has he done? Yes, he averages 22 points a game. He's good. 6 first-round picks? You're insane. Utah's delusional. Minnesota caused all of this.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I'd agree with that.
So
Minnesota caused all this.
you think Donovan starts the year off in Utah and ends the year in Utah?
I think he might end the year in New York because
gonna be honest. Go ahead.
Think about it this way: the NBA schedule, the Knicks and the Jazz play each other. I think it's like 2 days before the trade deadline.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think the trade goes through. Just there's no way it's going to be for 6 first-round picks.
No,
There's no way.
it would have to be for a big piece.
And
the Knicks aren't giving up not Randall, RJ Barrett.
So, potentially, right?
If you give
They're
RJ
talking
and
3-way
3 firsts,
trades. But here's
RJ and 3 firsts for Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't do 3.
I'm not doing it.
2.
No,
But would Utah do it?
probably. No, they're nuts. They're nut jobs. They think they're gonna get RJ and 6-round picks. This is what.
That's crazy.
This is where I'm at with it, right? They're talking about the Lakers potentially being a 3rd team. So obviously Russ would be going to Utah, right?
Okay.
The picks would be going. I think it would be 4 picks from the Knicks, the 2 picks from the Lakers, going to Utah, and then any players to sweeten the deal would be going back to the Lakers.
Okay.
And obviously Donovan going, but I don't know. Who would you want from the Knicks? You know what I'm
Mitchell
saying?
Robinson, but that's about it.
Are they gonna part ways with that?
No, probably not.
To make it work, I feel like you'd have to give up Fournier, which I'm fine with taking him on. I like Obi, but I don't want him because I don't have time to develop.
Kemba.
He's not there anymore.
He's in Charlotte again.
He's in
Oh,
Charlotte
right.
again.
Quickly?
I
No,
don't have time to develop.
I don't think the Knicks would give up IQ either.
I think it would have to be probably Cam Reddish. Would probably have to be a part of it. I think he could help them out.
I mean, Reddish would not be a bad option off the bench.
No, that's
maybe.
all right. I would
He's-
love to
he's
get
3 and
Julius
D.
Randle within the deal, but it's not going to happen in my eyes.
Yeah, Julius won't want to go to LA again.
Oh, I think he would. I think he
think?
absolutely would. Yeah, he's got a chance to win, and he's going to be a 3rd option scorer. Why not?
If
He might even be the second. He might be the 2nd option if LeBron just wants to sit back and facilitate.
which he can't.
What about
do.
AD? Second option?
No, absolutely number 1. There
So
it is.
you would say Julius Randle 2 and LeBron 3?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and that's if LeBron the role that LeBron wants to play. Because they're not going to have a true point guard, so LeBron's going to be facilitating, right? So yeah, Julius can score. Let me get my assist numbers up. You know,
Alright.
LeBron's not about the. LeBron proved by not going for the scoring title that he's not about the
The self.
self thing. He just wants to win. He's already making money. He's already set up his family for the next decades to come. It's all about winning now. It's all about the championships. I think he wants to potentially reach Mike. I don't think he's going to, but I think that's what it's about now. Because then nobody can't say anything to him. That's what he's going at.
And then last NBA story before we go to our final segment.
Yep.
Chet Holmgren
Done for the season.
is done for the season, man. We were
Crazy.
talking about him all
needs
summer
a burger.
long.
Crazy.
And it's a Liz Frank injury.
I don't.
Those
think,
are no joke.
Can somebody please explain what that is?
It's like
All
a
right,
really tiny bone in your foot, I think, but like controls a lot of movement, like
just thought-
lateral quickness.
Okay, I knew it was just. I just already broke his foot.
No, but it's like a tiny bone in like near the middle of the foot, but it controls almost all of your lateral quickness.
I'm telling you guys.
Some guys who have that injury are never the same.
Yep.
If I had an organization None of my rookies are playing in a Pro-Am league.
I feel like none of my players are playing in a
No,
Pro-Am
I'm
league.
fine with because I'm completely fine. I think there's a lot of good publicity that comes from my players getting out and into the that's what it is. Yeesh. Anyway, I can see a lot of good publicity coming from my players getting out into the neighborhood, getting to people, getting in front of people that might not be able to see them during the season. I'm fine with that. But hey, don't go as hard. You don't need to be dropping 30 points in the Pro-Am league, just play against other pros preferably too.
It's a Pro-Am, take it easy, you know? Like LeBron was working on new moves.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You're not dunking in traffic, all right?
Go 3/4 speed, you know?
No, that's fine.
Like-
You're a professional. You're good enough to beat those guys.
Yeah.
Doing
Blindfolded with the hand behind your back.
I don't
and-
want you going into traffic trying to end somebody's career. Stop
Yeah.
it. Be smart about it. Get out there if you want to stay in shape. But dude, I'm telling you right now, you get injured at that Pro-Am league, we're gonna have a
Bro,
problem.
what was,
rookies not happening?
I know this is a little off topic, but Patrick Mahomes has that deal where he's not allowed to play any other sports or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting paid that much money.
You're getting paid what is it? Half a billion dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if I'm paying you that money, you're not doing nothing.
Yeah. He's not even allowed
You know
to
what?
go
I'm
on,
with
like,
Connor.
jet
You're not
skis,
playing
bro.
in it.
Dude, that was a rule in high school for me.
Yeah.
I swear.
For the track team,
Yeah.
you couldn't do anything else.
No.
You weren't allowed to play any other sport.
There were kids. Well, what do you mean? Any other sport during the year or
No,
during the season?
What do you?
Like during the season, probably.
Yeah, but how
Oh, no, it
would
was
you-
during the season. Some kids would play intramural basketball.
Oh, you weren't allowed to do that?
Nah, they
Really?
couldn't do none of that. Nah. One time we hold.
Not
it was
all
me-
track, really.
One time
No,
it was me.
They're locking them down, bro.
One time, me and a
what-
bunch of other teammates got caught playing pickup in the gym.
All this
what
to
did you
lose
do
to
during-
Morris Knowles?
Wow. Fellas, we got 10 minutes left, so I'm going to wrap this segment up real quick. I just got to ask, what place did you guys take in track
For what?
for the years that you couldn't play other sports? Did you even participate in gym class?
Oh no, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's different.
He had to write an essay for Jim.
Just makes no sense.
He had to write an essay
But
for
what did you come in those years as a team
For when?
for the years that you in high school?
That's a really odd question. That's not really how it works.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
It's
What
gonna
place
be-
did you
it's
take?
gonna be
Don't get him
cricket.
started.
No,
don't,
listen.
Mazz, don't get him
This is
started.
gonna be
He's going to go on a
cricket.
10-minute
This is not
explanation
a
of
hard
track.
question.
Yo, this is gonna be cricket
Did
all
you win
over again.
states?
Huh?
Did you win states?
No, they never won states.
Did you guys come even close?
Yeah, one of my friends got second in triple jump.
Okay, then it was worth it. Congratulations. Let's go.
All right. Final segment here on Aunt Maz in the Midday. Our top 10s for the week.
Top 10 for the week.
And this week's top 10 players of the 2022 season for the NFL. You know, the NFL players do their top 100 list. That got released over the course of last week. And some of the numbers were really baffling. So here on Aunt Maz in the Midday, we are going to rearrange these top 10 lists based on what we think the top 10 NFL players from last season were. I'm going to defer to Maz. Maz, give us your top 10.
I'm sorry, I just made a last second change because you just absolutely clarified what I needed. So, do you want me to start from the bottom or from the top?
Start from the bottom.
From the bottom, it's on nobody else's top 10 in here, I promise you that.
Okay.
Turnovers matter. They're the most important thing on defense. It doesn't matter. Getting stops and turnovers more than getting stops because it instantly switches momentum. It instantly juices both sides. You got to go with Trayvon Diggs.
What?
Wow.
Got to go
Wow.
with Trayvon Diggs.
Oh
Maz,
my.
he ain't top 10, bro. Come on.
Double digits in interceptions.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Dude,
And also
we
the highest yardage against.
But what's more
in the
important? But
league.
we've already talked about what's more important. Creating turnovers.
10 turnovers.
How many touchdowns did he give
compared
up?
to?
How many touchdowns did he give up? That's the
Actually,
question.
I don't know the answer to that. What is it?
I don't know, but that's we constantly talk about the yards. But you know why they bring up the yards? Because somebody looked at the numbers and went, "Oh, but he gave up this many yards." They didn't bring up the touchdowns because that would have been the first thing up. They would have been like, "Oh, but he gave up 11 touchdowns, Mazz." No, he didn't because you would have brought up that to my attention already. So congratulations. Nobody even has the number because nobody even bothered looking at it because the bums who bothered to look at it went, "Oh, it's not even that bad of a number, so I can't use that in the argument against it." 11 interceptions. That's the 10 spot. You want me to keep going or you want a round table?
Go. No, just
Keep it going?
Just go through your top 10.
Okay, number 9, sorry. Gotta be the third best wide receiver last year, in my opinion. Gotta be Devontae Adams.
Okay.
All right, dude's a monster. What more can you say? I don't know how good it's going to be this year, but linking up with his quarterback, we'll see what happens. He had a solid year, but he's not with that good of a quarterback this year. Then I think purely off of last year, we're talking. He had more touchdowns. I got to go with Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Kid's a stud and absolutely going to be a household name for years to come.
Okay.
Myles Garrett is an absolute monster. Top 3 defensive player of the year, in my
7,
opinion.
Okay.
Got to go with Jonathan Taylor.
6. Okay.
Guy was the best running back in football, let's be honest. TJ Watt.
Number 5.
Yep.
I wanted to put Micah Parsons on this list. He did not make my list.
Wow.
All right. I
He's
think
on my list.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's on my list.
He's coming next season for me. He's my 11th spot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But TJ Watt there right now. Then I got to go with Aaron Rodgers. Dude was the MVP.
Yep.
All right. I mean, what more can you say? I'm with Tom Brady at my 3 spot because he threw for almost 1,000 more yards.
Okay.
Granted, he threw more interceptions, but I think you actually had a legitimate shot at saying Tom should have been the MVP.
All right.
Number 2, got to be Aaron Donald.
Yep.
I mean, come on. Defensive tackle, and you're planning against him constantly. We saw what he did in the big soup, Number 1, if you think Cooper Kupp did not have
I
the
agree,
most
bro. I agree with this.
amazing season
I love this take.
we've ever seen, are you kidding me? How is he not your number 1 here? The guy won the Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, the absolute GOAT. Nobody even debates it anymore. Jerry Rice, GOAT wide receiver. Only other guy to win the Triple Crown in receiving. This guy, though, doesn't in the same season.
I love that pick, man.
It is the greatest season a wide receiver's ever had. Cooper Kupp, congratulations.
All right.
Your Mazz is number 1.
Here's my top 10. Devontae 10. Did you have Devontae at 10? Right?
I had him at 9.
I have 10. So right around the same pot.
Okay.
Trent Williams, number 9.
Ooh.
Giving a little
I
offensive
love it.
love
I
out
thought
here.
about it.
Some love to the O-line.
I think Trent Williams is probably the best offensive lineman, maybe ever.
Ooh.
Munoz
Anthony
number
Munoz.
1. Dude, Trent Williams is one of the best tackles ever played
Got
the
that
game.
dog.
I absolutely love this take. Keep it going.
I love Trent Williams. Number 8, Tom Brady. I think he had a great year, but I don't think he's better than the 7 players I have above him.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Jonathan Taylor had a better year, running back wise, compared to his quarterbacking season.
Almost threw for 6K, but continue.
Micah Parsons.
I love it.
I put
Keep it
Parsons
going.
at number 6. I love Parsons. I love what he could do on the football field.
Who doesn't?
He could do it all,
He's a monster.
and that's why he's number 6.
generational talent.
Josh Allen, number 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Based on his playoff run alone, I think his playoff run was maybe one of the best we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
And he got the Bills to be, I think they were the 2 seed last year.
Yeah, they were the 2.
They were the 2 seed.
Won the AFC East.
Come on. Josh Allen, he's probably the best quarterback coming into this season.
Oh, I agree with that. It's just purely I looked at it as like, what did they do last
yeah,
year?
I know. And
you know?
You look at it, you got to compare.
Because if we're talking about,
but also
going-
you got to encompass Josh Allen's rushing stats to it. Too.
Absolutely.
Tom Brady doesn't rush for that much.
for sure,
So I think if you all around, I think Josh Allen may be better.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, like Brady had a tremendous year last year. If you're talking about like who going into the season, I've told you guys, Allen's my absolute number 1.
Number 4, TJ Watt,
Love it.
defense player of the year. Number 3 is Aaron Donald.
A little low, but okay.
I think the 2 guys ahead of him are better. I think Aaron Rodgers is 2. He was the MVP. He was granted his playoff stats are never great. You know, you never know what he's gonna do in the playoffs. But regular season wise, Aaron Rodgers is as dominant as they come.
Okay.
And number 1, I agree with you wholeheartedly with Cooper Kupp. The Triple Crown receiver has to be number 1.
Absolutely, fellas. We only got 3 minutes here left,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna need
I'm
Ben
gonna
to
speed
speed
run
round
mine.
this.
I'm speed running. No.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Mazz is gonna agree with a lot of mine. Myles Garrett 10,
Love it.
Kelsey 9,
Okay,
Vontae Adams 8,
for sure.
Mahomes 7,
Little
Taylor 6,
high. Okay.
and this is basically just your list. Watt 5, TJ Watt 5, Aaron Rodgers 4, Brady 3, Aaron Donald 2,
If we're basing this off
Booper Bupp 1.
if we're basing this off last season, Andrews has to be higher than Kelsey.
Okay, off of last season.
Off, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Andrews
Okay.
had a better year.
I'll tell you right now, Ben got it verbatim. He got
Like-
top 5 is there. I'm
Well,
with
everyone,
our-
everyone's
our
top
top-
5 is almost the same.
No,
Yeah.
imagine my top
That's
6
ex-
are literally the
literally
same.
exact.
I was just reading through mine as
want
he was
mine?
talking. Yeah,
All right,
go.
now Connor, finish them off.
All right. 10, I'm going to go with Rodgers.
low, but okay.
Yeah, I know it's
No,
low.
watch.
Reigning MVP.
Watch, his number 1's going to be Tua turned the ball over.
9, TJ Watt.
Tyreek Hill.
You got the reigning. We're talking about last season. You got the reigning MVPs for both sides at 9 and 10. What kind of a list is this?
Yes, bro.
Continue.
Okay. Jonathan Taylor 8.
The rushing leader at.
Cooper
Miles
Kupp's number
Garrett.
7.
Miles Garrett 7.
Okay.
Aaron Donald 6.
No.
Come on, Connor.
Keep it going.
Justin Herbert 5.
No, Connor.
Continue.
I had to make it interesting,
Come on,
didn't I?
continue.
Did I have to make it interesting or what?
This
You're
is
making my
terrible.
head
You went
hurt.
out of your way to be controversial. Keep it going.
Micah Parsons, Cooper Kupp, Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Mahomes
Michael
and
Parsons.
Josh Allen over Cup?
Why isn't Booper Bupp your number 1?
Oh
Boomer
my
Bupp.
you keep
God.
saying that?
Why isn't he your number 1?
'Cause
That's
he
the
likes
real
putting
question.
B's in front of
I
stuff.
didn't think too hard about it.
Yeah, we're not doing the B thing here.
That's terrible.
Dude,
Connor,
Connor, I gotta be honest with you, dude. You know I
Herbert?
respect you.
I didn't know we were doing this.
Herbert.
My bad. I
Herbert's not
forgot
even in
we
the
were
top
doing this.
20.
That's right. So was
I
this
rushed
was
that.
this a rush?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Herbert's not even in the top
is a
20,
rush. This is
bro.
a rush.
Oh, dude, I gave you time. I told you we were doing top 10s.
I forgot about it.
Because you were too busy complaining about your messed up chicken sandwich.
It was bad.
Fellas, we got like 10 seconds
All right,
left.
real quick. Dog of the week this week
Yep.
goes out to Rory McIlroy. Won the PGA Championship despite everything that he's been talking about this whole year. If you don't know, Rory McIlroy.
90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair. This is Mazz in the Midday. Continue.
If you don't know anything about Rory McIlroy, what he's been saying this year, he's been a staunch opposer to the LIV tournament. If you don't know what that is, the new golf tournament that's going up against the PGA Tour. It's funded by like Saudi oil kings, and some of them are part of the Taliban. So some of these golfers who take the more money to go to that league, kind of selling out to the wrong people. Rory's been talking up against it, being the main opposer, and he came out and won the PGA Tour this Sunday. Rory McIlroy, the Aussie GOAT, you are the dog of the week.
Hey, fellas, that's the show. Connor, got to fix that list. Give me 2 claps in a
Wait,
row.
hold on. Before coming up this next
Fellas.
week, we are moving from Wednesdays to Mondays from 12 to 2.
I don't know if we could dedicate a show to anybody. I don't think we can do that. But let me just say, rest in peace, our man,
Mike Scal.
Mike Scala. Great guy here. Fellas, that's the show. We're moving to Mondays, 12 to 2.
Content's still going to be up on YouTube.
Content still up on YouTube if you want to check that out. That's on you guys. We appreciate it. We are at Mazz in the Midday here at 90.3 WMSC. Upper Montclair, the voice of Montclair State. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo! We will see you on Monday.